Very cold out here.
It's freezing. I put the shirt on.
It's actually warm out here.
Uh-huh.
It's been a warm weekend. It's nice in the 70s and 80s during the day. I guess we call it Indian summer out here. I don't know if that's a racial slur or whatever, but it's like
it might be.
It's just nice and warm. That's all I can say. It's been a nice, good weather this weekend.
That's nice, man.
Yes, it's been a good week. It's been a good week.
That's very good.
And this is the best. This is a great way to go into the weekend.
Right on.
Something like that.
Right on. Well, hey, before we start, let me just say, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you just stumbled into this. Subscribe. We talk rock and roll, guitars, all kinds of stuff. And smash that thumbs up. Where are we at? 12 thumbs?
Smash it.
12 of those. One of those. Thank you.
Yes. Say hi in the chat. Subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe. Say hi in the chat. That's John BL. I'm Johnny Beane. We'll have a few other people jumping in at some point.
Yes.
And we like to start these shows off with some theme music. So if I can find that. Here it is. Here it is. All right, here we go.
Welcome.
There it is.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, yeah, clap. Everyone clap.
Everybody clap.
It's a good time here. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
Straturday night, everyone. Happy weekend. Happy Straturday night. We got a great show for you tonight, as always.
As always, every night. Every night.
Somebody's deleting really fast out there.
Yeah,
what's going on?
That's what we do around here. We don't.
Yeah.
We try to ignore that stuff. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Keep it clean out there. Come on. We want to have a good time.
Welcome, you guys. Wow, we got 45 people watching this. Dang, that's more than some shows have all night.
Wow.
Welcome, you guys. Again, I'm Johnny Beane. This is John BL. Welcome to Straturday Night Live. This is where we talk rock talk, I guess is the term. We talk music. I mean, basically anything, but we're loosely based around the good stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And speaking of the good stuff, Neanderthal is here.
Look at that.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
wait, now he's gone.
He's gone. He's here and he's gone.
Why did you knock me out? What did I do?
Was it
something? I didn't even say anything yet.
My sound machine dropped onto the keyboard.
It's the sound machine's fault.
That was weird. How did that even happen?
It's one of those freak accidents. You never know what's going to happen.
So I've been
background, Johnny.
I've been playing with my pod all night.
Pod?
My pod.
Oh, man.
Pod.
Trying to get a sound, and I don't know how to use one of these.
Mm-hmm.
What do you use?
So it's a pod HD 500X. You know, so it's a multi-floor board
interface, and does that go into the into your computer, or is that just
no? It's a standalone floorboard, but it does have software in the computer that you can screw with. You know, because it makes it easier. Because the window on it is smaller than what you would see on your phone, so it's a pain in the ass to adjust all the parameters there. So what you do is you log in, you connect it USB to your computer, and it's got a program there, and you can just do it there. So I'm sitting here trying to. I dialed in a nice clean sound, but I can't get anything in that. I mean, it's buzzy, very fuzzy, very you know, digital sounding.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the clean sound is great when it's
Sounds all right. Sounds good.
Then you add a tube screamer to it, and it's
sounds
then you
good
go
over this.
Then you go to the dirty one.
Actually, sounds really good. Pretty good.
There you go. And what do you want? What are you running through? An amp?
JCM 900 2x12.
Oh,
Just everything at noon. So I'm running through the clean channel. The only thing I'm using off the amp is the reverb, so that I don't have to add a reverb patch to the pedal. But I mean it's got a nice sound. It's chunky.
Yeah, YouTube compresses everything crazy, but it sounds pretty good as is.
Yeah,
but you can hear a little bit of the digital art. I mean, probably just because it's the YouTube.
Yeah, you can hear
all kinds of compression. It's kind of like Randy Rhoads kind of tone,
which I hated. I hated Randy Rhoads' tone.
Don't say that because he doesn't like that.
No, I know. That's the big argument.
Yeah, I hate that tone. So
tune.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. Not my favorite sound. So I've been screwing around. Like I've got multiple different ways. I don't know which way I want to get a decent sound from. I don't know if I want to use. I've got an old ADA MP1 with a MIDI Verb 4. the old ADA to Quadraverb, Alesis setup, which is a great rack mount preamp setup going into whatever you want to throw it into. Or I've got
digital.
Or this here. This is ridiculous over here. Or I can just put together, the Hall of Fame reverb with the digital delay, with the other digital delay, and the flanger. I mean, you get the
there it is.
It's a nice flanger right there.
Oh no, I go through usually, and then I got it's all. I usually use MXR stuff.
There you go.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Because it's heavy and you can beat the shit out of it, and it never
built like a tank.
Yeah, it never dies. So I have, and I can't decide. I can't decide if I want to run the super badass distortion, which is your standard decent MXR distortion, which will get you a lot of the great sounds that you really want. And then if I really want to drive it harder, use the mini tube screamer, or take those two pedals away and just use the full bore metal, which will get me pretty much every tone that the two of those will, but it tends to be a little bit too overdriven, too much. All that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't, there's not a whole lot of dynamics in this versus if you use the super badass and then you back off on the tube screamer, it lightens it up a little bit and it doesn't sound so overdriven. And then of course you got your MXR chorus, your MXR compressor. I mean, those are the stuff that I love. So, and I've got a pedal board. I can put it all together.
So why are you going through the pod? You got
because I have one, and I'm just goofing around with it.
Yeah.
And if I basically build the pedal board that I want to build, and get it the way I want to, the problem is a pedal board. If I do it that way, running it through an effects loop is a pain in the ass because I got to run extra set of cables out of the chorus and the flanger and the reverb and stuff, and run that all post preamp into the amp and run it through an effects loop. Or you build it like an old school pedal board, you run everything in front of the preamp, and then you use the two channels in the amp and clean it up that way. So that's the stupid stuff that I've been doing around the house the past couple of weeks.
None of that's stupid.
No, that's cool. Good stuff.
Yeah, the pod can sound like a tube amp, Black Salami, because it does have a great amp modeling section to it. It's the Pod HD 500 is about 80% of what a Line 6 Helix will get you, and the Helix and the Headrush are the two best floorboard units that you can buy right now. Although the Bosch GT 1000 is pretty badass too.
I had my gearbox for a long time. That's what I like to use, the Line 6 gearbox.
There you go.
Good interface, old school, like the early USB-B, I think they used to call it.
Yeah, Renus, you're right. The ADA does sound better than the pod because it's got an actual tube in it. It's got a 12AX7 preamp tube in the actual rack unit. The problem is it's almost 40 years old. And some of the volume pots are a little bit on the scratchy side, and you got to hit them with some contact cleaner or maybe take it apart. One of the outputs jacks has been swallowed, so I can only use it in mono mode. And they're just temperamental. They, that circuitry and that 40-year-old ADA circuitry is temperamental. So when you get it dialed in, it's great, but it takes a long time to get it to go there. And then when you shut it down and heat it back up, it's like starting at square zero again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That stuff's great, though. I mean, everyone's looking for that stuff. The old early digital multi-effects units. It's coming back. It used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s. It was all the early analog ADA kind of converters.
That's why I still have it. I love the ADA. The ADA is a fantastic unit. Once you get it dialed in, it sounds beautiful. There isn't a clean sound. That chorus reverb clean sound that you can get off of an ADA is, right out of Paul Gilbert, Nuno Betancourt.
Wait, I'm not that quick on
it. Johnny, come on. There you go.
Johnny Beane, Paul Gilbert, Nuno.
Yeah, you can get those great sounds out of it, but that's kind of what I'm goofing around with. And I'll eventually work with. Well, now Lemmy wants my attention. Now I'll eventually build that analog pedal board. The problem with that is when you put it together, it's great. It all looks good, but then you got to power everything, and you got to get a brick and put it in there, and you got to wire all that. You got to daisy chain everything through there and make it look neat. Otherwise, it just looks like shit. It looks like spaghetti thrown on top of a pedal board.
Yeah. No, it takes a lot of work to create a great pedal board,
and make it look good.
Yeah, the short, the shortest connectors you can do, and all that stuff.
The pod is cool. It's a cool little toy. I've got one of the little kidney bean ones. The original ones,
the red ones.
Yeah.
I got one sitting right here. I've got the X3 is what I have.
Yeah, I have the 2.0. That's how old it is. And they're cool. I mean, the kidney bean one is great for direct recording because it's a lot like an old analog pedal board. It's just dials. You don't have to go through an interface. You don't have to deal with 19 different windows and double click this and save that and daisy chain that digitally. I mean, that's the thing is they make these floorboards so intricate that they're frustrating for people that are just guitar players that aren't computer nerds.
Right.
Right.
But if you get the handle on it,
yes,
there's a lot of stuff that you can do.
And that's what I'm dealing with now. It really is a learning curve. So I started off with just putting amps in the chain and then starting to screw stuff, in and out and see what things cancel other things out and which phase script I can use and which, it's just, and it can take, next thing you sit down, at 6:00 with a beer and start screwing with some settings. And next thing you know, it's 1:30 in the morning and you've done nothing.
The possibilities are endless.
Sounds like this show.
Yeah. So,
hey, Grant Fisher, I see you in the chat.
Did you send Grant the link?
No, did you?
No, you told me you'd handle it.
Oh, did you?
No, I said if you have it, you can do it. But
all right, then I'll send it to him, and we'll get Grant to come in and play with us.
Grant, do you want to jump in here? By the way, let's say hello to the executive producers here on this channel.
I was trying to find a picture of my pedal board, but they're way deep into my photos. It's going to take years. So.
Dave Edis, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Wayno, False Flag, Andy Carson, Michael B, R Habs, The Chad, Lenny Lou and Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, the Captain, Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, and Steve Carmichael.
Who? Renus, I am running into a JCM 900 on the clean channel, and I've got it just before it breaks up so that I'm not overdriving everything right now. And I have the pod set for a stomp box out versus a line out.
Nice.
Well done. That's the way to do it.
Well,
that's the way you want to do it. And also, you want to become a channel member as well. become a channel member here on Johnny Beane TV. Click that join button right below the 24 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to help support the show, you can help. Any super chats will change the color of my lights here at the Guitar Noir, the latest in technology.
What color is that?
Yes.
Violet and rose?
Technically, it's like blue and red.
Is that a picture of Mitch Malloy you have there on the back of the Guitar Noir?
Johnny
of course
loves
not. Wow.
Or not.
We're live Facebook group Johnny Beane, or Facebook page. We're also live on my my personal page tonight, so you never know who's gonna be watching this. And this is also a podcast,
so we have to behave ourselves, is what he just did. That was subtle.
Oh. Thanks for filling me in.
My great grandma might be watching this. Yeah, so this is a podcast as well, so you can listen to this on iHeartRadio, Spotify, all your favorite places. And we would like to say hello to the latest person for us to meet tonight, Grant.
Hello,
hey.
Grant.
The latest person for us to meet. That's
Am I on?
We're on. Can you hear us?
That was a great intro, Johnny. Come on.
I know, that was
the
weird.
latest person.
How's it going, guys?
Actually, it's late for us. It's early tomorrow afternoon for Grant. He's actually in Australia.
Yes.
And also
2:15 on Sunday.
Wow, man. The future.
Nice to meet you, John Biel. Johnny.
Nice to meet you, Grant.
Dude,
Saturday.
It's good to finally meet you, because I know we've been like either on Facebook or just online acquaintances for years and years, and I mean I've known of you for forever.
Yeah, I was trying to work out how long it was with Paul the other day. It's probably, I don't know,
30 years
or so. Yeah,
30 years.
Paul,
I mean,
a number of years.
Yeah,
a number.
Yes,
of
a
it
years.
was like 90, 94, 95, I think. Paul and I
with us.
Yeah,
with us it was early 90s. I mean, even going back to Cornell. The Van Halen mailing list back at the University of Cornell was early 90s.
Yeah, I reckon I joined that in 92. I was still at uni then, and we had internet access at uni, and and I got on, and it wasn't really much was happening, but 94 it sort of fired up, and lots of people got on, and at one stage there was thousands of emails a day. It was crazy.
What were the earliest Van Halen message boards? Because I didn't get into that stuff till like the late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
Yeah, there was Usenet, like
Usenet.Van Halen
or whatever it was. Yeah, and there was a lot in there, and the mailing list was private, but it was basically Dave versus Sammy for years and years.
Trust me, it's the same. Nothing has changed. Now it's Dave versus Sammy. Oh, and Mitch too.
Don't forget Gary.
Oh, we can't forget Gary. He was the guy that Mitch didn't get the job from. Yeah, he was actually in the band, and who isn't trying to cash in on the name Van Halen.
Oh, this isn't going to be a Mitch bashing, is it?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a good amount of it from me anyway, because screw that guy.
Oh,
I'm waiting to hear from Sass Jordan and
Patty Smythe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the potentials. Yeah. Pete Townsend.
For a number of people.
Brian May, a number of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because one guy's defense of Mitch Malloy was, well, he's singing over Van Halen music, so he was in the band. So I put up a link of me singing over Big Bad Bill as Sweet William Nell. I go, so am I. Guess I was in the band too. Like it took me like 2 seconds to put that together and just put it out and just send it out to him.
Oh, you
like,
deserve
you idiot.
it.
Anybody can. I should have been the lead singer for Van Halen, but my friend got the job and fucked it up.
Oh. Yeah. No, he didn't. It wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't his fault.
Not at all.
Not at all. It was.
I
would never have said no to that gig either.
Yeah,
of course, I wasn't offered that gig, and neither was Mitch Malloy.
Oh my God!
Starting early tonight.
Dang it!
So Grant can either give his background, or I'll try to fill you up to date. Because Grant's he's not egotistical like that.
I'm pretty sure. No, I started the Van Halen news desk. I ran the Van Halen news desk for the first from 96 till 2003. I can't even remember.
I was gonna say, when did the
Jean
news
Biel,
start?
how long was it?
No, that was before my time on the internet. So that's cool.
You didn't have internet then?
Well, I mean, I didn't have the exploring capabilities that you know today with Google. Like, I didn't know how to use it at that point. It was mostly schoolwork and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just started from I don't know. I just wanted to learn how to make web pages when web pages sort of became more graphical at the time. Like, it sounds like 100 years ago, but and you try and tell kids nowadays, the internet wasn't like it is now with Netflix and everyone's got a phone and everything. The internet, you had to dial up and get in, and
I'm on at 14.4. I'm on at 14.4.
Yeah, phone would ring, you'd get knocked off.
And I thought, I'd like to learn how to make web pages, and so I thought, let's make a Van Halen page. So started this page just from my ISP. It was netspace.net.au tilde Grant Fisher or whatever. And then about within a month of me starting the page, Sammy quit and Dave was back, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, let's look up Van Halen, and it just took off from there.
Oh man.
So it's a pretty good time to start a Van Halen webpage.
Yeah.
Wow, not bad,
May
man.
1996. And just with the link to the mailing list and everything like that, it was pretty cool because I was just some dude in Australia. I had no contacts, no sources or anything. So, but I can tell you, once I started that up and had a link to my email address, people were starting to send me stuff, and so I was like the editor, and people would send me stories, and I'd just try and verify them as much as I could and put them up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Grant was where I leaked as much information as I could. I remember in 1996 sending him an email. I was literally on the air. It's a late Saturday night at WAAF in Boston, and my buddy Chris, who's no longer with us, rest his soul, he used to play basketball with Gary. So I sent this email to Grant. I'm like, hey Grant, I don't know how legit this is, but my buddy Chris just got done playing hoops with Gary, and he flies out in the morning to Eddie's house. You may want to see if anybody. I mean, I can't tell you it's either right or it's not right, and damned if he wasn't fucking right. And we had that scoop. We had that scoop before everybody, just because my buddy shot hoops with Gary Sharon.
That was amazing. And just the last couple of days, I've gone back and since I stopped doing it, I haven't really looked back, but I've went back through some old emails the other day, and I used to use this email program called Eudora, and there was everything was filed into mailboxes, so I had to open these files with all the stuff in them, and I had mailboxes for people, and I didn't even know the names of these people. They called themselves Sherman, which was Eddie's dog, and this Sherman guy would just give me these tips, and I'd go. And I just sort of floated out there. Sure enough, this I don't know, never knew who Sherman was, but he was on the money. And he sent one final email. He goes, "This is the last email you'll get from me," and I can't even remember what it said, but never heard from him ever again. So I don't know if he got found out, but holy shit, some of the stuff people would send me.
We would get emails from Valerie. Valerie would occasionally get sucked into it. How she figured out where it was, she had an Earthlink email address, and every once in a while, if people were out of line or bad mouthing Eddie or saying something that she thought was out of line, she was lurking. She was reading it every day. Wow. And then out of the blue, there'd be this email address, and I'm not going to say it because it might still be active as far as I know.
Come on, put it out there.
But she had this, and it would come in, and somebody questioned it, and she got pissed. Wow. And eventually it got verified.
Do you remember her first email to the list?
No.
Somebody had commented that Wolfie was at a show. So this must have been the Balance tour. And so Wolfie would have been like 4 years old.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years old.
Somebody had some kind of snarky comment. I was, oh, what kind of parent would
Yes.
their 4-year-old to a show or something like that? That was her first post to the list. She's like, well, actually, how dare you call me a bad parent? And that was her first post. She must have been sitting there just.
She'd been lurking for a while. Yeah.
He would come out.
And
with
I think she said something like, I can't lurk any longer. I have to address this. And it was so good.
Yeah.
Because you saw what her email address was. It was all out there.
Well, she, I don't know that she knew how to hide it at that point, or was even smart enough to, I don't want to say smart enough, but had the foresight to say, hey, I should probably set up an AOL email address or something like this. But we got her real email address, and I'm sure at that point her inbox was flooded. I mean, she just muttered, and I sent her an email about the Gary thing and said, look, I know he's on his way. Wish him the best of luck, whatever. And then she referenced it in because she found it, obviously watching the list, knew what radio station I worked for. She was interviewing with the morning show guy, and dropped my name in that interview. And the morning show guy was pissed. She's like, how do you know him? And she was like, well, he's an internet nerd. Yeah, we had a good time on that list. And it's funny because I don't remember when it happened, but I assume somebody just bought the domain from you, or did you just let it lapse and somebody picked it up? Did Hausman buy it from you, or?
Well, there's a lot of stuff I haven't talked about because I can talk about it now though. Let me just So back in 2000, I got approached by this company called Music Fans. I've never talked about this. And he was messaging me on AOL Messenger. He's going, Grant, I want to talk to you about your website. And I'm like, yeah. I just fobbed him off. Anyway, persistent the guy was. He said, I work for a company that buys fan websites. He says, our company has got lots of money and we believe that the fan websites are often better than the official website. And no slight on the official Van Halen website, but poor old Brad didn't get anything on that website. So anyway, this guy says to me, talk to me and we're interested in buying your website off you. I'm like, oh, I don't want to sell it. And at the time, I was making really good money just off advertising, off Amazon affiliate links. Like, you talk about the old days of the internet. Back in the early 2000s, the .com boom, there was money going around everywhere. So I talked to this guy and he said it's legit. But so I agreed. I said, sure, I'll sell the website to you, because the deal was they would buy the domain name, they would pay for the hosting, and they would employ me to keep running it. So they didn't want to change anything, and I would have complete editorial control. But they said, we'll buy it off you and we'll own it. And then they thought they would take obviously the advertising money would go to them. Anyway, long story short, sold them the website. They were paying me way more than I was getting in advertising just to run the site. Like it was crazy. And it was two payments to buy the website. First installment, second installment. Comes to the second installment and the guy rings me and he says, we're going to have to delay the second payment. And I said, no, I need the money. He goes, oh, okay. Anyway, they paid me the money. Less than 2 weeks later, they went out of business. They went broke.
Oh,
and
no.
so they send out an email to all these webmasters, and they had all of these banned websites. There was like, we had our own message board and everything, all the
banned
webmasters.
So you mean they had domains they had actual websites?
Yep.
Like they're running like fan sites, you mean?
Yeah. So they would approach all of the fan sites
for like really big bands.
Yeah, big bands, all the big websites, and they would just buy the property off them.
By the way, really quickly, Vinyl Freak 5150, thank you so much for becoming a new channel member, top of the world, I think it said. Executive producer, Vinyl Freak, thank you so much. And False Flag, thank you so much. Wow.
And so they bought the website, and I kept running it, but then they went out of business, and so they emailed all the webmasters and said, look, the hosting's paid up until the end of the year, keep using it, but then after that you'll have to keep going. Anyway, they go out of business and the domain name expires, so I bought it back. So then I owned it again.
So you bought it from yourself? No, you bought it from that. Yeah, after all that.
Oh yeah, they let it lapse, so I bought it back again.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
But then I got sick of it after so many years, and nothing was happening. We're talking, from 99 to 2003, nothing was really happening. Although behind the scenes, Dave was back recording with the band.
Right.
Everyone knew it, but it was a big secret.
And again, if you guys are just tuning in, this is Grant. He ran the Van Halen news desk in the early years.
Did you have anything to do with the Inside magazine, or was that was because wasn't that associated with the news? Well, maybe it was.
Yeah, they were. Jeff obviously ran the magazine and runs the website now. He was my main sponsor, so he would buy the banner at the top each month, which was for the Van Halen store. So similar to the way.
So that was around at that time, yeah. The store was already in.
So it was the inside at the start
for years,
and then he became the Van Halen store. Jeff's awesome. Jeff and I used to talk on the phone regularly. Jeff would, I don't know what Jeff's phone bill was, whether he had cheap calls or whatever, but
because you're in Australia, because him and I used to talk all the time too. I mean, it's been a while, but
Jeff's awesome.
We actually used to live a town apart, actually.
Oh, really?
30 years ago. So we would talk on the phone, and then
in Arizona or
no, this was in Nebraska. This was we both used to live in Nebraska. Yeah, I mean, we went back 30 years.
Yeah.
So around the time Common Knowledge came out, that's how we first met each other, was through that year.
Yeah, Jeff and I used to speak on the phone all the time, and we'd talk for hours, and we'd just talk about Van Halen. It was just, it was crazy.
I wish I was in that loop back then, man, because that's the kind of stuff I would have, loved to have talk to anybody about, Johnny or any of you guys. I didn't really discover the message boards until like the mid 2000s or so.
Yeah,
when I started following the news desk and all that.
Oh, it was a great time to be alive, but we didn't have things like this now where we could see each other and Facebook, and so we were just names on an email list. We didn't know what anybody looked like or what they sounded like. I knew what Jeff sounded like because I talked to him on the phone so much, but yeah, it was just crazy those times. And Paul, of course.
I missed the whole story. Can you tell it again? I made the mistake of I was unplugging the pod that I had connected to the computer, and I got the blue screen of death.
Oh no!
It came up and said, "Your app has stopped working. Give us a moment to take some data, and we'll restart for you." And I got this huge buzz sound and all this stuff. I'm like, "What the hell just happened?" The computer just burped. I'm like, "Oh, damn it!"
You got thrown back to 1993.
Grant was telling the best story, a story that I haven't heard. I've known him for 30 years, and I haven't heard the story. And I was totally into it. I'm like, "All right, well, I'm just going to clean up some mess here." Because the dogs are eventually going to want to come in and sit in here and do all this stupid shit. So I might as well make it as little so that nothing gets knocked over. And all of a sudden, I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Really?"
You're gonna have to watch the replay, dude.
Yeah, I'll watch the replay.
You don't even know that story.
Yeah, it's been recorded, by the way.
Yeah, so I'll watch the story later.
TLDR, I sold the website and bought it back for $10 when the company that bought it off me went broke, and then I sold it to Jeff. So when I decided to stop doing it, I actually put the site on eBay for sale, and Jeff bought it.
Wow!
Did he snipe it with a last minute bid?
I can't remember. He paid a lot less than the other company did, though. I can tell you that.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, that's like some of those online websites got bought up by a huge broadcast conglomerate that I don't work for, so I'm not going to mention them. But they bought a website that was a pretty famous music website, and then ran it into the ground and then sold it for like pennies on the dollar back to somebody else that was involved with it beforehand. Sometimes people see something that has value and they don't realize they don't know how to run it.
Yeah, well, I don't know where these guys got all their money from, but the business model was flawed, if you ask me. Like,
well,
I had to give receipts about how much money I was making in advertising, and they offered to pay that plus a salary for me to keep running it, even though I was basically running it for free. I was just doing it for love.
Yeah, it was one of the first guys to make money off the internet, Grant Fisher.
Wasn't that kind of like the .com boom?
That was
early 2000s, 2000, 2001.
When that whole .com thing fell over, that was when
Doctor?
it all happened.
Hey,
Hello.
Jay.
I'm just gonna hang back tonight, fellas.
You look real calm, real relaxed, Jay.
Grant, nice to meet you.
Jay, you too.
It's Dr. Rosen Penis.
Oh, sorry. Doctor, you're looking
Doctor?
good tonight, Doctor.
Really, you're just a dentist.
He only plays one on TV.
So Grant was talking to me online about what it costs to get a guitar over in Australia, and I was stunned that, like, I was telling him I could get him a Frankie because he told me he couldn't get any Frankies over there. I said, well, I can get you a Frankie for less than $2,000 and then ship it over. He goes, yeah, you can't really, because then when you add all the taxes and imports and all this stuff, it makes it cost prohibitive.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. How difficult is it for you over there, Grant? Now, you got in on the let's all buy the Van Halen box set for $19.95 when CD Universe had it up for the wrong price. Remember that when it was $199.95?
I can't find that anywhere. I've lost it.
You don't have that box set?
No, I've lost it because I remember I tipped you off about it.
Yeah, and we quietly did it.
Yeah,
How many do you have? Wait,
I think it was
that whole shelf, that whole rack next to him is full of them.
So
hey, Michael,
this is what we're talking about.
1995.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be. It's the first. No, I've unsealed it because I've ripped the discs. But this is all of the Dave era stuff, and it's got like a Van Halen keychain with the wings, and it's got like a sticker and stuff. That stuff's still in there. I didn't do any of that.
And it's official. That's
yes,
official.
yes. and it's remastered. They're all Japanese remasters.
Cool.
So this was up on a website, as Grant was talking about before. Some people early on in the internet trying to make money weren't very bright. And it was a website called CD Universe, which was your early version of Amazon, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was was it? Yeah. $199.95, except the decimal point was in the wrong place.
No. That's so awesome.
And so slowly but
you paid
$19.95
for the entire Dave catalog.
For a $200
box set. It was funny because we all kept it very, very quiet.
Did you find it or did I find it? I can't remember.
I think you found it and then sent me the note, and then we sent it off to I want to say Molly or
it was a game
Raj.
of telephone where like just tell one person.
Yes, you're only allowed to tell one
on
person
because they would be all over it. But
we had to do it slowly because if all of a sudden they got 100 orders for this thing, somebody would go, hey, what's going on? Why is this all of a sudden selling? So like you would tell people, you would get it and you would say, after you order it, wait a couple of hours and then forward it to somebody else. So you've ordered it. So if I ordered it at 10, Grant would get it at like 1, and like Molly would get it at 4, and somebody else would get it at like 7:30, and we were all staggering the thing. And then I think it lasted about 3 days, and then somebody went, they changed the price. Man. And we're like,
oh no,
sucks to be you.
And they actually shipped it out too. So that's you guys got the bonus, man.
Free
I can't
shipping.
find mine anywhere. I've lost it.
You know who did it, right?
Oh,
a disgruntled employee got a shitty raise.
Maybe.
Got a shitty raise when in the office. You know what?
I'll
Man,
show 'em.
Screw that, man. Shit, I'm just and 1995.
let me move this dot.
And then they did a second one.
Oh no!
Oh, not the same
They
price.
did it again.
Not for the
Is
same
that the
price
Sammy
though.
one?
It's the Sammy one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah.
That's the one
That
we
I
all
can't find.
want.
Well, I think
I
they-
reckon
I
that
think-
was $10. I've got $10 in my mind.
Yeah, maybe this one might have been wrong.
crazy
That other one
cheap.
was $19.95
$10.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
from CD
Nice.
Universe.
Nice to meet you, Grant.
Michael, you too. Captain. Do I call you Captain or just Michael?
Captain
You have
or
to-
Cap?
You also have to say hello
Hello.
because Captain was Ethel Merman in a previous
That's
life.
right.
Yes, I was.
Wouldn't be Straturday without that.
I'm glad you can understand.
Now I just
my
thought of her
accent.
singing an airplane. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, you're welcome. You'd be thankful I didn't call you lame comedian Eugene Merman.
Oh.
Hey, he's Bob's Burgers. He's Gene on Bob's Burgers.
Yes, you watch Bob's. You're the guy that watches Bob's Burgers.
That's right, I am. I'll own it.
That's
It's you, huh?
It's a great show, man.
Bob's Burgers
Wow.
was great. Like especially the first
First few
season or two.
seasons, yeah.
They were
Have
awesome.
you heard
Yeah.
Bill Burr talking about Bob's Burgers?
No.
Bill Burr has this theory that nobody watches it. It's just
He's right.
It's just a show.
It's me.
That's right.
He's got a point.
You're the guy.
I don't know if anybody that I've mentioned Bob's Burgers to. It seems
Jay-
like almost everybody has said, "What's that?"
Jay, I sent you the sound box for Bob's Burgers.
Yes,
What
yes,
happened
that's
with that?
right. Yeah, dude, it literally stopped working like
Yeah.
a week after, and then
I'm
I even
sure
put
it
new
did.
batteries in it.
Yeah, it was as good as Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, Ellie was pissed. He's like, "Why doesn't
Oh.
it work?"
They're on
Got
like
an-
season 15. They've been, I mean, shows today go, well
15?
over a decade.
Really?
Yeah. Shows, it was,
I watched the very first episode. Didn't
Maybe
think
it's
it was
not
funny.
15.
Never went
What-
back.
Yeah, I
Wait a
was-
second,
it's like
Bob's
12 or
Burgers.
13.
What's
I don't
that? 15 seasons. Is it?
No way.
I don't know. I thought it
there's
was
no
like
way it's been that
maybe,
long.
Maybe it's like
I
12
only
or
know it
13.
because
like
of,
09, I think they started.
it's the same guy as does Archer, the same
Yeah.
voice.
And for about 2 weeks he was the voice of Arby's, and people hated him. They thought he was creepy.
That's right. He-
Yeah, because
that contract ended quick.
He sounds
Yeah.
kind of like
H. John
slobby.
Benjamin.
He sounds kind of.
But
slobby,
he came across as really pervy in the commercials.
Oh, Dr. Katz. Remember Dr. Katz back in the day
Yeah.
on Comedy Central? That was John Benjamin and what was it? Jonathan Katz.
Yeah, who was from Newton, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Bob Burgers is now up to 12 years.
12
Oh,
years.
Jesus.
All right.
Who would have thought?
Hey, I enjoy the show. I still watch it.
No,
you
good
know.
for them. I mean,
No, I've watched a few of them. They're funny.
I
Hit or miss
catch
sometimes.
I catch the ending credits right before Family Guy on my DVR every week.
There you go. That's right.
And then you fast forward past the credits. Don't
Come
you?
on, what the hell is Family Guy?
I don't even want to see the credits.
You want to talk about something? Just an informal, quick quiz. When's the last time any one of the six of us watched The Simpsons?
I watched one maybe like 4 nights ago. On
No, a real
on-
you watched it in syndication.
A
You didn't
new
watch-
episode.
No, I watched
but-
a new one. A new
Oh,
one.
did you?
Off. How do we watch Simpsons? Hulu or one of
Hulu, yeah.
those?
It's
Yeah.
on Fox.
I haven't watched it live. I watched it recorded, and I was watching the Treehouse of Horrors.
I ended in the mid
A new one?
2000s. That was about
Yeah.
the last time I followed it.
It's one of those things that you take for granted. You're like, wow, The Simpsons. It's been on so long.
30 plus years.
Yeah, but
30
Yeah.
if you
It's
throw it on,
insane.
if you throw it on, watch it like one of the new episodes, you're gonna laugh.
Well, yeah, and they are granted they had their ups and downs, and I think around
I'd
the time
watch
of the
it if
Simpsons
I had
movie.
TV. I don't have an actual TV like channels. I just have Hulu. And I have a Roku,
Yeah,
so
One
I
of
can
the
watch it anytime on Hulu. But
I mean,
One
it
of the
must
things about
still
the
be relevant.
Simpsons, it's like a time capsule. I mean,
The old
it's-
episodes are the best when they rerun the old ones. I mean,
But
like you
yeah.
say, it takes me back, man.
but they've been around for so long, and they usually put up some kind of content that is involved in when they're writing the story. So it's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, they have their hits and misses. So
So Grant mentioned something to me when we were talking this week, and I want to prod him to see if he'll share his experience with the family Van Halen, the one-on-one experience that he had years ago. Are you told you're going to talk about the day with the Van Halens? Can you talk about that?
What's the statute of limitations with the Van Halen family?
Well, never. As you know, they hold a grudge for a very, very long time.
Never.
No, I can talk about that. That was, yeah. So 90 on the list. So we were talking before about how Valerie was on the list, and after Valerie joined, Scotty Ross joined Van Halen's tour manager, and so. If you think about how cool this was at the time, it's mid '96. Dave's back in the band, and he's up at 5150 recording the new songs. And Scotty joins the list. So Scotty and Valerie are there, and Valerie's giving us updates like, "Oh, I had the craziest thing today with Dave. He accidentally sat in Wolfie's timeout chair." And it was just crazy stories like that. And Scotty was giving us little bits of info, song names, Me Wise Magic, Can't Get This Stuff No More.
Oh man!
And I remember Scotty said he like Can't Get This Stuff No more than Me Wise Magic, and we're like, oh my god, I can't wait to hear these songs. And so, and my thing on the list being from Australia was I was always complaining that Van Halen never toured Australia. I was like, yeah. When are you touring Australia? When are you touring Australia? And then when their tour manager comes on there and identifies himself, the first thing I said was, hey, Scotty, when are you touring Australia? And he's like, yeah, we're coming down. Definitely coming down. Love to come down. Yep, come down. And I just made an off-the-cuff comment and just said, I bet you a slab of Vic Bitter, which is Melbourne beer. I said, I bet you a slab of Vic Bitter you never tour Australia. And he goes, you're on. Like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, yeah. What's the downside to
what
this?
What do you got to lose?
Slab of beer, yeah. And so, and then Gary's in the band. The album's about to come out, and they announced they're touring Australia. And Scotty messages me. He goes, "You owe me a slab." So,
oh wow,
yeah, and so
whoa, see, even the dog said, "Wow."
Yeah. Ace is getting. He's excited about this story. He heard Gary Sharon. He's like, "Oh my God, it's not Mitch Malloy. It's a guy who was actually in the band."
Man,
we didn't
the guy that successfully auditioned for Van Halen and hasn't been trying to cash in on it.
There was no mention of Mitch at the time.
Geez, I wonder why. Huh? Did Eddie bring up his long hair, blonde haired hood ornament? Because that's how he referred to Mitch in that fucking interview. Specifically.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they announced the tour, and they came to New Zealand before they toured Australia. So they played a few shows over there. And I'm at work one day, and Van Halen's in New Zealand, and I get this call on my mobile, and it's Scotty. And I can't even remember how he got my number. I must have given him my number. He goes, "Grant, Scotty, you got my slab ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get your slab." He goes, "Good." He goes, "Let's play golf." I'm like, "Yeah, cool," because I play golf. I said, "Yeah, I'll take you and play golf." And where I play golf, I played there every Sunday for 20 years, and there's kangaroos all over this golf course. I'm like, I can take you to the best Australian golf course. You'll see kangaroos. You'll love it. So it comes to the day, and so they arrive in Australia, and Scotty was supposed to play golf with me, but he had the flu. He was really sick. He goes, "Mate, I'm sick as a dog. I can't play." But Bob wants to play. Bob Dates was their road manager.
Yeah.
And so he goes, "Is it okay if Bob plays with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Send him up." So Bob arrives at my joint, and we go up and play golf. So we're playing golf, getting all these stories, and Bob's like, "Where's the kangaroos?" And there was, would you believe it? The only time I've played there for 20 years. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Not one fucking kangaroo on the course.
Oh my God.
That's the quote. Tonight's show,
it.
that should be the subtext for tonight. Grant Fisher, quote, "Not one fucking kangaroo."
You
Exactly.
wouldn't believe it. And so we play golf. We go home, and Scotty rings back, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, you know."
He rings back. Where the fuck's the kangaroos?
You lie.
You promised me some ruse.
And he says, "Do you want to come down to the hotel? Valerie wants to meet you."
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So
Damn right I do.
get in the car. We're driving down there.
Take you up on that.
And we're almost there, and the phone rings again. It's Scotty. He said, "Where are you, man? Where are you?" I was like, "I'll get there as fast as I can." And so we get to the hotel where Van Halen are staying, and I meet Scotty. And then we're in the lobby, and Valerie and Eddie come out of the elevator, and Valerie and Eddie are walking towards me. I'm like,
and he goes, "Ed, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
I'm about to meet
I didn't know it was going to be that kind of party.
I didn't know it was going to be three of us.
Dear Penthouse, I'm a small web operator from Australia, and I never thought I'd be writing to you. But I got a call this night, and I couldn't
resist it.
Man.
So
Eddie, this Hollywood starlet, we'll call her Valerie.
It really was. And so they're coming towards me, and I'm like, holy shit. And Valerie just comes towards me and just gives me this big hug. "Grant, how are you?" And I'm hugging.
So wait,
I'm
slower.
Hugging.
Wow.
Slower.
Oh, come on. Gross.
And I'm hugging Valerie, and I look over at Eddie, and he's looking at me. He's like, "Who the fuck's this guy?" And then I introduce myself to Eddie. I'm like, oh, man, you know, it's Eddie Van Halen, you know. And Gary was there too, and Scotty.
Wow.
And they go, "You're a local. Let's go out to eat. Let's go for dinner."
You owe me a slab.
Do you know any good? Yeah,
Little did you know that you were picking up the tab.
No, Ray Daniels picked up the tab.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, nice.
And so they said, "Do you know any places?" And it's Chapel Street, South Yarra, which is pretty it's a nice area of Melbourne. And it was Easter Sunday. So they said, "Do you know any places?" And I'd been to my mate's birthday a few weeks earlier, just up the street. I said, "Do you like Mexican?" They said, "Yeah." So I said, "Well, there's this Mexican up here, up the road." And they said, "How far up the road?" I said, 200-300 meters, not that far. So I go, "Oh, okay, let's go." So we're walking up Easter Sunday night, walking up this busy street, and I'm walking up with Eddie Van Halen, just walking up the street, and there's people coming and going, and
Your Penthouse,
obviously recognizing him. And I'm walking up the street, just hoping I'll run into someone from school or something to go,
look at me now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to the restaurant. So there was me, my wife, Georgie, Valerie, Eddie, Gary, Ray Daniels, and Scotty Ross. Went to this Mexican restaurant and had dinner. And it was amazing. Didn't get one photo. Didn't bring a camera or anything. It was,
and that's why it worked, though, Grant. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why it worked, because it was just everybody hanging out off the record.
I never told anybody about it.
Wow.
I told a couple of people on the list, but yeah, I didn't even mention it on Facebook until last year when Eddie died, and I just wrote that it was probably one of the greatest nights of my life. I met Eddie Van Halen and Valerie and had dinner and spent a couple of hours with them, and it was amazing.
That was the same time that Mully made his way over as well too, and was meeting those guys as well.
Yeah, Rex came over from the list.
Yeah.
Rex and God, I can't remember the other guy's name.
But
yeah,
Mully.
Molly didn't come over. It was.
Oh, then he hung with them in Japan. Then when they went to Japan.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that, we went back to the hotel and went into. There was this like little wine bar in there, and Mike was in there just having a drink. So I meet Mike. That was cool. And there was a big grand piano in the corner, and Eddie spotted it as soon as he went in.
Wow.
And he walks around to the piano. I'm like, holy shit, Eddie's going to play the piano.
He's going to play jump.
And he goes.
And he went in and he fucked it up. He goes, "Look what I did to Hamlish's piano."
Oh my god!
I call this the Hamlish.
And so Eddie walks around to the piano and sits down and goes to lift the lid, and it's locked.
Oh no!
No. So
Who's got the keys?
Who's got the key?
Who's got
Can
the
you play?
key and a saw? Open the damn thing up.
Yeah. Eddie wants to play the keyboard. You let him, man.
And I immediately hear David Lee Roth going, "Nobody wants to hear you play keyboards."
Well, that's the bartender. The bartender yelled.
Yeah, the bartender is Dave. You're a guitar hero. Actually, the wait staff looked up and goes, "Oi, Mitch, do you have the key to the piano?"
I knew that was coming.
Mitch is like, "Oh, someday I will get my revenge."
Hey, I was in Van Halen.
I would just know you weren't. By the way, for those that don't know why I'm so angry at this,
Here it comes.
There it goes.
no, here's the thing. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
It's been bubbling up.
So, for those of you in the chat who aren't aware of the story, there's this guy Mitch Malloy, who is a career failure as a musician.
Good.
I'll take that back. Mitch released 2 albums on RCA Records. His first single in 1994 actually did make number 49 on the Billboard Hot 100 and disappeared shortly thereafter. The second single made number 66. The third single did not chart. Thus, Mitch Malloy was dropped from RCA Records. Mitch then, by the way, who's a very good-looking gentleman with a very good voice, he then relocated to Nashville and failed there as a country artist. Mitch claims, actually, that's not true, Black Salami. That's funny you mentioned that. I've played to more people than Mitch Malloy. I have pictures of me playing with Tesla. I have pictures of me playing with other bands, unlike Mitch, who just talks bullshit out his ass. So Mitch, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Mitch got a call to go to 5150 to potentially audition for Van Halen. I'll give him that. I'll grant him that. What Mitch says is that 2 days after he first got there and the band said, "This isn't an audition. We just want to hang out." Of course they do. They want to hang out with you, Mitch. So Mitch says that after 2 days of being there,
he's a good-looking guy with a great voice. So
he's a good-looking guy with a great voice. He said that Edward Van Halen told him he was in the band. Now, Mitch is the only person on the face of the earth that tells this story. Nobody, and Grant, Scotty was still around at that point. We would have known this. We would have heard this story. It would have leaked to people that were connected to people connected with the Van Halen organization. Nobody but Mitch Malloy tells this fucking story. Alex Van Halen was asked about it. No comment. Michael Anthony was asked about it. I wasn't really involved with all the things with Mitch Malloy. So let's give Mitch the benefit of the doubt. Mitch probably hung out with Eddie Van Halen for a couple of days. Eddie played him some music, handed him a piece of music. Mitch hung on to that piece of music and then released it in 2015 as a lost demo that he recorded when he was offered the lead vocalist job in Van Halen. The timeline doesn't really work out because Van Halen split up in 1995 and Gary was in there by the end of fucking 97.
96,
all right?
96.
Well, 96, but Dave was there in 96. So, but Gary was recording in 97. So, in between the time that Sammy Hagar left the band, they did the Twister soundtrack. David Lee Roth was there at 5150. Oh, by the way, did Valerie mention Mitch Malloy at any point, Grant? I don't think she did, and she would have because she was fucking there. So Dave goes back and he's recording those. Now, how long was Dave at 5150 to record those songs? Months. He had to go back and do overdubs. It's well known that his vocal recording, took a prolonged period of time, and Dave himself says, "Hey, I wasn't at my top of the game. Those guys were great, and they let me get through it. We worked it out. We comped the vocals. We made it happen." That took a significant amount of time. During that period of time, Mitch claims he was offered the Van Halen's lead singer slot. Well, I, as we talked about earlier, am friends with somebody who's friends with Gary, and I've known Gary since we were kids. Gary flew out there to fucking audition for the job. Mitch was never there. Gary was living in Eddie's fucking guest house along with a comedian that I know named Craig Gass. None of them have seen Mitch. None of them. Nobody. So none of this would chap my ass, except for the fact that a couple of weeks ago, Mitch Malloy decided he was going to put together Mitch Malloy's Van Halen experience. Fuck you, you ghoul. Cashing in on the 1-year anniversary of the death of the greatest guitar player of our generation, you cocksucker. How dare you fucking try to suck off the tit of Van Halen, a band you were never part of. Damn. Ever. The Van Halen organization consists of dozens of people. Nobody knows your name. No, if somebody could please just verify that you were there other than you, there'd be some credibility. And all of that wouldn't be so bad, except for there's video of Matt Pinfield talking to Edward Van Halen, asking about the vocal situation in Van Halen. And he said, I quote, "I think what we were really looking for was another blonde-haired hood ornament." That was a reference to the Mitch Malloy experience. He followed it up with, and when we met Gary, I don't want to take anything away from the other guy, but Gary was a musical soulmate. We want to make music. That's what we want to do. We tried out another guy, and it could have worked, but I don't want to take anything away from the guy. That's it. That's the extent of the Mitch Malloy thing. I will give him
Damn, maybe Mitchell Malloy. He's about to go hard in the paint.
I will give Mitchell. I've never called him Mitchell. I will give Mitch
brutal
the fucking benefit of the doubt that he auditioned for Van Halen. Can we all? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Mitch, you did audition for Van Halen. You didn't get the job. You have to do the job to get the job. Is there any evidence that you ever exactly? Is there any evidence that you ever played? Look, Mark Stone even gets Mark Stone gets mentioned.
Is it under that?
Stone, for crying out loud.
So the problem I have with it is Mitch using the Van Halen name in a way to try and make money. Mm-hmm. And it's not like it's a cover band. A cover band is a cover band, but he's calling it the Van Halen experience. He's using the band name, he's using the band logo, and he's perpetuating a fucking lie. If you look at his Instagram page, if you look at his Facebook page, was offered to join, asked to join Van Halen. Fuck you, you were, because you already released a couple of albums on RCA Records, and you, of all people, should know in the music industry, in order to be offered a position, contracts would have been written up, offers would have been made, lawyers would have been called, deals would have been signed. Taylor Hawkins told our friend Caleb Rappaport that he was going to do a band with him. It didn't happen. You know why? Because unless there's a contract, it doesn't happen. And I'm not trying to shit. I'm not shitting on Caleb. I'm using that as an example.
No, it's a good example.
People talk about it all the time. They talk about doing stuff all the time until it's written in stone, or until you got on stage and played with the band. You didn't have the fucking job. You didn't have the job. Somebody, Scotty Ross would know it. One of the guys in Van Halen's record label would have known it. Tommy Nast would have known it, who did the fucking world premiere of Van Halen 3. Grant would have known it because Valerie or Scott would have said something about it. Nobody but Mitch Malloy believes that, and I have been informed that Mitch doesn't exactly hold the highest opinion of Edward Van Halen. And that's verifiable from people. Maybe he's bitter. Maybe he's bitter he didn't get the gig. He didn't get the gig because he was, to quote Eddie Van Halen, a long-haired, blonde-haired hood ornament. That's Mitch Malloy. That's the reference that Mitch Malloy.
Eddie's invitation to join the band after the.
He did my ass.
Publicly stunt with Roth. He declined. It was his choice.
Did he? Did he? He declined. Yes. Of course.
Wikipedia?
Yes. Of course. Years later, years later, Mark Kendall would offer Mitch Malloy the lead singer job in Great White, who are playing state fairs and small theaters these days. And Mitch was like, hell yeah, I'll do that job.
I don't need Van Halen.
I don't need Van Halen. Mitch, look at the list of things that Mitch Malloy has done in his career. That decision not to join Van Halen worked out fantastic for you, son. Congratulations. So that's my problem. Not with Mitch, not with his talent. He's a talented guy. He can sing. He sings circles around me. He's a better looking guy than me. He's released more albums than me. He sold more albums than me. More power to you, Mitch. Stop telling people you were in Van Halen. You weren't.
Well, Wikipedia says he was associated with Van Halen, though. What's going on?
Well, anybody could write that.
Oh,
He probably wrote that.
Oh, man.
You know what I like?
Dakota?
Check the history on that page.
Associated. I love that. Associated with Van Halen, yet it's one of the blacked out links that needs verification.
MitchMalloy.com.
I would love for Mitch to come on here because Mitch likes to talk about how Bozique is like, we should get him on here for me to yell at him. I would love for Mitch to come on.
Bring
I would
him.
love
Wait,
for him to come on.
Come on.
Tell your
Come
side
on
of the
on.
story, Mitch. Let's hear it.
I would love for Mitch to come on. I challenge Mitch Malloy to show some verification that he was in the band.
We have a phone number.
Mitch, if you're in
Some
the chat,
verification.
speak up.
Somebody in Mitch's camp has got to be watching this. Get in touch.
Anybody.
With Mitch. Tell him. Let's hear it.
Please.
Let's get the story straight. We'll give you.
Please.
We're happy to hear it.
It's also not hard to reach out to us. I mean, there's so much
Oh,
content.
yeah, he's going to reach out to us. All right.
We're about to go off the air.
I don't care.
My point is, Paul hosts one of the best radio shows in Arizona. Number 1 or 2? I think it's number 1.
1 or 2, depending on where you're looking at for demos.
Depending on who you ask.
No, it's Mitch to tell
That's
Mitch.
Paul, it's number 1.
With Mitch, it's always number 2.
Oh, okay. So my point is, if anybody wanted to come out and refute this, it's there's no wall there. Just come do it.
I don't begrudge Mitch his success. He's put out albums. He's in Great White. He does a great job singing Jack Russell's music every night. Fantastic. That's great. Good for you. Mitch, you do what Robert Mason does. You do what Arnel Pineda does. You do what a lot of other guys who go in and replace the classic singer in a band does. And more power to you. That's fantastic. Stop
Robert
telling
Mason's
people.
Great, man. Robert Mason's
got a great voice. He's a fantastic singer.
Yeah, he is.
And everything Robert Mason is on multiple albums, and you can show it. Robert Mason can say, I was in Lynch Mob. Robert Mason can say, I was in Cry of Love. Robert Mason can say, I did comp vocals for certain bands. I'm in Warrant. He can say those things because he can prove those things. Mitch can't prove dick. Nothing.
And you're not saying that he can't sing. I mean,
no, he's a fantastic singer and a super good looking dude.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. With that look,
that's the third time you said that.
What's really going on here?
I counted 7.
Here's the point.
Did you guys used to date or something?
Because here's the point.
Oh, this is what's going on. You're actually looking for a date.
Oh,
now we got it.
I'm the only single guy on the show, so I might as well. Are you kidding me? I'd pull that long hair. One of the great things about hood ornaments is a lot like Tawny Katane. They spread wide.
Mitch, please help the guy out. He needs a little love in here.
God.
So I bring up his appearance multiple times because there's an A-bomb that's about to be dropped here.
Uh-oh.
With that voice,
Where's Caleb?
And that look, there's no excuse for him not being successful. None. He should have been a star.
Come on.
Why is he not a star? Glaring lack of talent, complete asshole, all of the above.
Wait, you said he was a good singer.
Something about him is keeping. He is a great singer, so there must be option B or C.
There's more to talent than just a voice.
He's either a talented guy or he's not a talented guy. Well, he's got a great voice and he's got a great look. So he's tailor-made for visuals. He's tailor-made for radio from a sonic standpoint. B, is he a complete and utter cunt? Maybe.
That's still up for debate.
Maybe. I would say that anybody that tries to cash in on the name of the late Edward Van Halen falls into that category.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's doing.
I wouldn't argue against that. I wouldn't argue against that.
Right.
And that's what he's doing. And that's why I'm mad. I'm not mad at anything about Mitch Malloy other than the fact that you've been lying about the Van Halen thing for a long time, and we've let it go. If you want to have that fantasy, be fantastic. I wished I could have played in the NFL. I have that fantasy in the back of my head. Would have been great. I think I could have beat Peter McNeely at boxing. I have that fantasy in the back of my head. That one's possible. But
is he lying or just cashing in on a footnote?
But the thing is,
that, you know.
But the thing is, the cashing in thing later on down the line is where that's where I get so mad that I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to expose your bullshit story for what it is, and thankfully we can't provide anybody that can verify it. But there's video evidence from Edward Van Halen, the one guy who Mitch claims told him he was in the band, and the one guy who can't verify or refute the story today.
Yeah.
So you're not only are you lying about the story, you're also placing the credibility in the hands of a dead man, and you're a fucking leech for doing that. You're a low-life scumbag for doing that. And that's it.
On Wikipedia, his biography is
I want that sound effect.
His biography is
somebody's laundry is done.
My time. I was just going to say, time's up. I yield the floor.
You timed out.
Paul's burritos are done.
The floor is yours to refute the facts, Mr. President. Have at it.
Yeah. His biography is three paragraphs long, and one of the paragraphs is all about Van Halen. So, on Wikipedia, so he's got his early days, his Van Halen days, like full paragraph, and then his
what does it say?
Less writing on Wikipedia, more writing a good song, Mitch.
Read it with a lisp, John, please.
He auditioned to be the singer of hard rock band Van Halen. After Sammy Hagar's departure, Malloy recorded various demos with the band, and Eddie Van Halen gave Malloy an instrumental demo to use for his own endeavors. The song was released by Malloy as It's the Right Time. The riff emerged.
Can I stop you right there, John,
please.
just for a second? Because even in that phrase, even in that Wikipedia entry, he worded it so that he couldn't be sued. Yeah. He admits that It's the Right Time wasn't even his audition. It was a piece of music that Eddie gave him. That's not even him. That wasn't even a project that he did with Van Halen.
Gave an instrumental demo to use as his own
for his own endeavors.
Yeah, and there's a version of that same song with Gary singing. That's Why I Love You. It's the same song.
Right. It's That's Why I Love You, which never came out on Van Halen. Well, it's on one of the promo copies.
Yeah.
The early Blue Label promo copies that came out. I have a second version of it. I don't have the one with That's Why I Love You on it. But yeah, that song was written. It wasn't written for Mitch. It wasn't something Mitch was asked to put together while he was auditioning, allegedly, in 1996. It was something he was handed. Here you go, Mitch. Here, have at it. This is yours. Kind of like what Eddie would do for other people. He did shit with Brian May. He would fucking a variety of people.
Or maybe Eddie gave him that song to say, okay, what can you do with this?
What can you do with this?
Write some lyrics to it.
And maybe Mitch decided when he decided to refuse the offer that later on he would use that song.
Yeah, keep it for himself. It got pulled after he released it, though. Do you remember when he put it out on iTunes or Apple Music or whatever?
He had it for sale.
It wasn't out for very long. It was for sale too.
Yeah, which I remember that.
It disappeared.
I rember thinking, how can he actually sell that?
Yeah,
they got a demo from 5150.
Really? Wow.
There's nobody that can verify his story. Nobody.
And if you think back to that time, I don't know about you guys, but just the look of him, and I'm not knocking his look, because like you say, he's a good-looking guy and he's a great singer.
Sure he is.
But
he's better looking than all of us.
Yeah.
He would have been the best-looking singer in Van Halen.
More hair than me.
But at the time, they'd gone from Dave, then to Sammy, and then back to Dave for the 2 songs in the MTV. Could you imagine? I know there was backlash at the time, but could you imagine the backlash if they came out with Mitch, who, I don't know, he's got the same hairstyle as Sammy? People would have been like, what, another blonde, curly-haired singer? A younger version of Sammy?
Yeah, except he
it would have been
a
tough sell.
Yeah, but his singing is more like Brian Howe from Bad Company. It was more of a generic sort of pop lead vocalist, which, by the way, in 1992 works. In 1992, that's a good sound.
That would definitely lend to Van Halen there. Absolutely.
I thought it was Paul Rogers.
No, Brian Howe was the guy that was after Paul Rogers.
Oh.
That made Bad Company sound more like Foreigner.
Oh,
someone's got the munchies.
Oh,
Colonel.
So,
man.
Thus ends my angry rant, and now you understand why I'm mad at Mitch Malloy.
Just think of how awesome Colonel's popcorn is. That literally just derailed.
I can taste yeah, I can taste it right now.
Food,
man. It's the
And so
greatest.
can I.
Not
And
as satisfying,
stuff.
but I know the taste. Yeah, I mean it's good stuff.
I got to order more of that shit.
I can't order any more of that.
It's addictive.
I'll be right back.
Well, that's why.
I'll wash my hands.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I just find myself with the resin left over of the caramel stuff in my hand. Like I just look at the empty bag and the goo that's on my hand and like the last sticky remnants of the caramel. I'm like, what if? And I just feel shame. I just sit here and
Colonel, concentrate.
what have I done with myself? What's wrong with me? No wonder I'm single.
Put your fingers in like a glass of water and like stir that around. That's a good drink.
Wait a minute.
Holy shit! What are we talking about now?
I don't know.
Are we talking about crack?
Maybe
Resin?
It is kind of like crack.
it's
That's a good
sinful.
point. That's a good point. And everybody out there, try it. You'll understand. We're not just
Jay ate the whole bag.
don't smoke up your ass. This
I
stuff
ate
is
almost half
crazy
of a
good.
bag of this last Saturday. I ate so much of it that I woke up the next morning and my fingertips were still orange from the cheddar. From the cheddar.
I think the cheddar's the best. Cheddar, man.
The cheddar is
Good stuff.
black salami. Colonel's is like meth. Yes, it is.
Kind of, yeah.
Except you will have your teeth after eating them.
Man, not necessarily.
Maybe not.
It's tooth decay and meth decay. One is a little quicker than the other, but I think you end up at the same position in the end.
Yeah, getting like a popcorn kernel in your teeth. That lasts sometimes that lasts a long time. Can't get
Nice
that
job,
thing out.
Mark Graves. Mark Graves picking up the slap shot reference I threw down.
I missed
Go to
that
the penalty
one.
box for 2 minutes and you feel shame. And then you are freed.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Sorry.
Checking if they ship to Australia.
Oh, I hope they do.
Yeah, they do, but it'll cost $9,000 in fucking duties.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's duty.
6 months old.
If they sell through Amazon, I might have a chance. but
They
I doubt
don't.
it.
I don't think they do.
Damn. There's actually stores in Australia that sell like American food, like all the crap that you can't get here. But it's
American crap food.
it's way too expensive. It's like $100 for a slab of Dr. Pepper.
Man,
It's crazy.
Funny you say that, though, because I can't find one store in the United States that sells Vegemite.
why would you
Yeah.
want that? You're a big Men at Work fan?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I thought those two records were pretty
Men at
friggin'
Work was
good.
Great. I can't.
I'd rather listen to the Men at Work albums than Mitch Malloy's debut album in 1994.
Oh, here we go. We're back on that
Man.
track.
All right, now,
Colin Hay.
now I'm just piling on. That was unnecessary.
Oh,
Do you know Men at Work was Scotty's link to Australia because he said he'd been to Australia a few times before, and I said, "Oh, when?" And he was Men at Work's tour manager in the early 80s,
cool.
apparently. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
Didn't you
he'd
guys
been
have a
to
Men at Work
Australia.
guitarist on a couple weeks ago? Was that? Am I thinking of
Simon.
a different show? Simon,
while
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he on here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah.
Yeah. He
Simon's-
was on. We had him on a month ago?
Yeah, I
Simon
remember
is
that. That was
awesome.
cool.
You've seen him do the first Van Halen album. Have you seen that on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing, and
Yep,
he's the real deal, Simon.
If you like that style of music, Men at Work were perfect at it.
No,
If
they were
that's-
great. I Men at Work
Yeah.
is one of the soundtracks of the '80s. One of the greater, one of the
Absolutely.
better
Yeah.
bands come out of the '80s.
Men at Work, the first Outfield record, two of the Hooters records. They're all Big Country's first album. There's
Two
like
Hooters
that whole,
are great.
yeah. I mean, there's those records are a certain style of that '80s pop that was just unassailable. So really, really well done.
Mhm.
No.
Great
A lot of
songwriting.
people say, "Yeah, I don't like that." Meanwhile, they're tapping their foot, going,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't.
"That's pretty damn good."
Enjoy that kind of music. I mean, it's really good.
It's fun.
Quality
Fun
stuff.
music. Yeah.
Quality. Grant already knows I'm a huge I'm a huge Aussie rock fan. He knows I like the Angels and
Ozzy,
Rose
Black
Tattoo,
Sabbath,
and
you know, that kind of stuff.
yes, Baby Animals.
Yeah.
Were they big over there, Baby Animals, or was it
They
just,
had
they supported Van
just
Halen?
two songs.
Yeah,
Two songs.
They were awesome.
Yeah, and Susie was super hot.
Mm.
Married
Oh,
Nuno
yeah.
Bettencourt.
Toured on the Carnal Knowledge tour, right? Baby Animals.
Wait a minute.
Johnny's got it.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, she married Nuno.
Nunu.
All right.
Nuno.
Who knew?
Nuno's. For those that didn't know him that long.
Who knows?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
When's the new Extreme album coming out? Does anybody
That's a
know?
very good question. Gary
My
says
God.
Gary says spring of next year. He said that they're trying to wait out the COVID thing and hoping that because they don't want to put it out if they can't play.
Jeez, it's
Only
like
gonna get
Chinese
worse,
democracy.
I know.
I saw Extreme here a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Extreme and Mr. Big on the same bill.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
That's a good
Wait
show.
a minute.
Wait, hang on.
Wait,
on.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Johnny just happened to meet those guys.
I just happen to have the selfie of every rock guitar's dream.
That was
right there.
taken at that show.
I would say that they are two of the most underrated bands of their era.
Sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
You
Paul
know?
Gilbert did a guitar clinic here a few years ago. And this is how, I'm not going to bag the Australian music industry, but Paul did a clinic tour and he played at the local
Please tell me that's
church
Mitch.
up the
Please tell
road
me
from
No,
me,
I wish it was.
where the school, the local school has their school concerts. And he did a clinic up there. It was amazing.
Was
And
the
it
gym
just
big
so-
enough to fit him?
Not
He's a
really.
massive human being.
massive.
But yeah, it was cool to see Paul Gilbert literally 2 kilometers from my house and not have to, drive into the city to see him at a big venue. But yeah, Extreme and Mr. Big on the same bill.
Oh, that'd be
And
so
they
good.
killed. They killed.
Was there any kind of did Nuno
Cross
come out
jam?
and play with Paul or
No, that would have been awesome. I thought that might have happened, but not at the show I was at. That
I
I don't
think
know
they do like at the end of the show,
Yeah.
an encore or something.
Hmm.
The whole, they all go out
You know
there.
what?
and
There was
like-
probably a curfew or something that would
Yeah.
prevent it. We live in jail here in Melbourne. There's so many rules.
What's interesting is Mr. Big is one of those bands where the lead vocalist is overshadowed by the bass player and singer. The bass player in Extreme is overshadowed by the singer and guitar player. Pat Badger's a fantastic bass player
and a fantastic singer.
Yes, if you watch the Extreme
Yeah.
live, if you watch the Porno Graffiti live DVD or the live in
Day by
Boston,
day.
take a DVD. You watch that at
Freddie
Which
Mercury tribute.
yeah, you watch them in the Freddie Mercury tribute. Those guys, I mean, that band, everybody in the band, and Kevin Figueroa, the drummer, is fantastic as well. I preferred Mangini. I thought Mangini was the best drummer in the band, but he obviously went off to go do the Dream Theater thing.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But that band, those two bands, both the musicianship and the songwriting were stellar. The timing did not favor either of them. It's just a shame. If those bands had come out 3 years earlier or 5 years later, they would have been massive. But they were put in that 1990 through 1995 block, which was just anything that was like that was
The tail end of that
Nobody
hair metal
cared.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
It was already over by that time.
yeah, which is a shame because they are stellar bands, both of them.
And hey, really quickly, False Flag wants to say hello to you guys.
False flag.
Oh, wait,
Hey guys,
Johnny, when did you record this?
how you doing?
Is that you?
Doesn't sound like Johnny.
I see there's an Aussie among you guys.
There
Yes.
is. How are you, brother? Can you hear me? He can't hear me, can he?
Okay.
I can't hear anything.
Do you? Well, no. Turn your volume up.
Really?
False flag. Turn your volume
False
up
flag.
so you can hear them.
Come in.
Yeah, it's
Roger, over.
Come on, Jay.
it's up.
Paul.
I mean, she's,
How are
you
you,
guys,
mate?
you guys are only like
He's just
4
over there.
4 miles away
I
from each
can't
other.
hear
Just
it.
open the window.
Transpo.
Would have been cheaper.
Isn't it all like Outback out there?
Yeah.
Can
We're
you
all
hear
in the
them?
same
They're
town.
talking to you.
What city is he in?
Are you in Melbourne? Melbourne? Or...
I'm in Melbourne. Yep.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Melbourne. He's
There you
there
go.
in Melbourne.
From Kentucky.
Are you free?
Donkey.
Come on over.
Dial in. Where's Johnny gone?
Yeah,
Johnny,
basically,
He does that every once in a
Time
while.
like this.
I rang to
Poor who we listen to?
give a bit of a shout out. I'm hearing two different things at the same time.
Oh,
Someone's drinking.
false flag, right?
Give a bit of a shout out to.
I'll translate for you.
He
Hang
can't hear us at all. Right?
Translate for you.
Oh, this is no good. This is no good. Yeah, I've had a few.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
And Johnny just leaves you
I've had a
hanging.
few.
on. Dude, it's
Are you there?
3:30 in
typical
the
Johnny.
afternoon. What are you doing?
Yeah, I can't hear anyone.
It's
Just
5
leave
o'clock
Johnny,
somewhere.
This hasn't worked out as good as I would have thought.
Johnny needs to-
Turn the volume up on your video.
yeah, and then he gets a delay,
Turn the YouTube video on.
It's fully up.
and he's got a
And
delay.
you can't. And you
It's
can't
fully
hear them.
up, and
Oh.
I can hear them, but it's a delay.
Just open the window.
Come on,
Send him the link, Johnny.
jeez.
It's
This is
Send him a
hard
link.
right now.
Yeah.
That
Let's
would
get
be
him on.
easier,
That'd be
wouldn't
Man
it?
awesome.
gets to have a drink.
That would be
it's
easier.
the
Invite.
the crappy internet connection that we Australians have to deal with.
Sounds like you have to sneeze.
Pretty bad. But anyway, look, I'm not going to take your time up because we got
Too late.
problems with the connection here. So, Chris Oliva, I love you, man. I'll always love you. That's all I want to say. So, yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a link
Can you
to
say-
some sabotage
Thanks, Johnny.
earlier.
Can you say 1999 real quick before you go?
They want you to say 1999.
You know, like as in how much money are you going to give Johnny later to change his light colors?
All right. 1999.
Nice.
I'm not going to say that.
This is okay.
Good job.
This is okay.
Thanks for calling in, Black Salami. That's awesome.
If I was saying it the way I say it, it'd be 1999.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
99. Yeah.
False flag. False flag. You're not their monkey.
Anyway,
Don't jump through their
thanks,
hoops.
Johnny. You're a legend.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Say that again.
You're a legend.
All right. Thanks for calling, man.
That was great.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
It's gonna
He
a
must
long
be
night.
He must have been drinking for a while because he sent me a link to a Sabotage song like 3 or 4 hours ago when I was driving in the truck. I got a message from him on Facebook, and it was he's been memorializing Chris Oliva all day. So I would assume that's probably why he's knuckle deep into a bottle right now.
Knuckle deep. That's deep. That's
Wow.
Aussie's in the house, eh?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
99.
There you go.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. He's a top supporter of this channel.
He's a good dude.
He calls all this. He's always here.
I will say it's
I'm gonna go. if I ever visit Australia, I'm gonna go to a restaurant and I'm gonna bring the waiter over, and everything that's on the menu that's $19.99, I'm gonna ask how much is this? I don't have my glasses. How much is this?
you do know that
Okay, how much is this one? How much is this one? Okay, how much?
you do know that Aussies are famous for fighting, right?
$19.99.
It's a
19.99.
prison colony.
Yeah, they don't really enjoy being mocked.
They're all criminals.
I just love it.
He's going to throw
I
one.
went-
Jay's last famous words. How much is this one?
Yeah.
1999.
How many of your teeth am I going to knock out?
19,
The accent got me
19
in trouble years ago. I was in New York and I was at Olive Garden, and the waitress was it a waitress?
Yes, because you wanted to
Oh.
experience the true New York feel.
That's right. First night in New York. This looks like a typical New York place. Anyway, it might not have been Olive Garden, but a waitress came around and was taking drinks orders, and I asked for. This is how we pronounce it here. I asked for a Mountain Dew. And she
Oh,
goes, what? And I
Excuse me.
Dew, Mountain Dew. Oh, Mountain Dew. Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna have to take a train to the Catskills to make that work.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew.
Oh boy.
Mountain Dew.
Good point. Can't drive 55. Now we know why False Flag is always changing Johnny's lights. He's lit during every show.
He's very generous.
Oh my goodness.
Very generous. Keep changing those colors.
So this is the funniest thing for me tonight is I've known Grant for almost wow, my balls just dropped. It's from all the yelling at Mitch Malloy.
Wow.
I've known Grant for the better part of, I don't know, 27 years, and this is the first time I've seen his face.
Wow. So what do you think?
By the way, I would.
Well, I mean, he's no Mitch Malloy.
Oh.
He doesn't quite
I
have
would
that
be-
head of hair.
I would be remiss if I didn't say, "Love your hat, dude."
There you go. There you
Yankees, brother.
What's that guitar behind
Are
you? What do
you a Yankee fan, Grant?
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why?
What do you mean why? 'Cause they're-
No, what? No.
Because-
He's from fucking Australia. What would make him a Yankees fan?
We love
Why?
your
How
New
did that
York
happen?
Yankees
They're the
baseball.
only team that were on the TV in
That's
the
right.
90s
Right.
when I got cable.
Understandable.
Your New York
All right.
Yankees baseball and your
Point
New
made.
York Giants.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we have to hate you guys, don't we? The
Yeah,
Red
John,
Sox.
John's busting
That's
my
right.
balls right now. Yeah, I know with the hat. I get it.
It's a law.
Did they win
Like
tonight? I didn't even know.
By the way,
Yeah, they
2
did win.
grand slams tonight, John. Biel.
Bears
right.
fans and Packers fans have to hate each
Go
other.
Red Sox.
And Boston and Yankees. fans.
Grant, what's that striped guitar behind you? Can you show us that?
Yeah, that's a
Stripe series? Is it a
No.
no? Say it Australian.
that's just one of the
no.
Gonna show us your guitar there, Johnny? Nah.
EVH.
EVH. Nice.
There you go, yeah.
series.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, they're great.
It's a beaut.
I wanted a Frankie, but I wanted one that looked new. But I want the
What?
other one as well. Yeah, I want the other one. I want the one Jay's got
Oh,
and Johnny and,
And Johnny
You've
and Mike
probably all
and
got one,
Paul.
haven't you?
Everyone but me.
Which one that Jay has? The one he keeps sending back?
I totally
Oh.
Jay Hannon mine.
this one I did not
Right,
send
yeah.
back.
No, I know. I know.
What a piece
This
of junk.
one's
What,
tuned
what
down a
number
half
is that,
step.
Jay?
I only have one hand because I have cheese all over this hand. Hold
Oh,
on. It's
Yeah, last thing you want to do is get cheese on a guitar.
200-1090.
nice.
That- 1090.
1090.
90.
I wish the serial number was 1999. Man.
Oh,
What is the serial number?
I'm gonna have my buddy make a shirt for you, Jay, with 1999. Same guy did these for us.
Oh, nice. He's got the sweatshirt version of the Straturday night.
Oh, yeah, you didn't see that?
yeah. When you know the printer, you can get whatever you want.
Yes, so.
I had to pay for it.
I gotta let Lemmy
It
out.
could
I'll
be
be right back.
yours for
We're gonna
1999.
party.
You could get yours too for 1999.
What is
Tonight we're
that?
gonna party
$40
like it's
and
$1999.
$160 shipping.
Actually, right before I go to let Lemmy out, I want to point out Sherman Callahan said, "Did you see that Vince Neil fell off the stage and broke his ribs?" Yeah, that's the greatest thing that could ever happen because the people didn't have to listen to the rest of a Vince Neil show.
Oh,
Oh, Vince.
brutal.
Good
We
night.
love you, Vince.
I'm
Got
not
it.
wrong.
Gotta admit, Paul's on fire tonight.
Man. Is he?
Hey now.
Nerds
Caleb.
in the house.
Is this 1998 and 1999?
Welcome to 1999.
1995.
How's it going?
That's
Hey,
a good one.
Grant.
I like
Nice
that
to meet
too, the
you.
five.
Caleb, you too, mate. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. What I miss?
A
Paul
lot.
being
we
tame.
recap?
Oh,
Paul's
no.
being good, right? Paul's being good.
He said his piece.
Paul Bearer.
I was worried that it was Mitch Malloy jumping in.
Oh, I wouldn't be worried.
Mish Malloy. 99.
I wouldn't be worried. I'm going to stay Switzerland on that. I have to go on a cruise with him.
At least on this forum.
Yes.
Oh, when's that?
February.
Just the two of them. Just the two of them going on a cruise
Just
together.
the two of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
The two's cruise.
Black out all those other things. It just literally says Caleb and Mitch.
They're Halen.
Is that with Great
and
White?
Great
Yeah.
White.
Great White.
I was searching for Mitch Malloy's Van Halen experience, but
No.
must have been.
No, that's
It's not there.
that would suck actually. I think that would suck.
Rose tattoo, awesome.
There's still tickets for that, guys. By the way, anybody wants to hop on board, literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Come on down.
I got my tickets. I'll be there.
I'm a big fan of Rhino Bucket, so
Shots fired in the chat.
Joel.
What happened?
What do you miss?
Caleb got rid of his Giants caterpillar.
No, not you.
You guys.
There you go.
Cameron Brown. You guys have to give Mitch plenty of notice before a show so he could do his makeup first.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Mitch.
Whoa, you gotta do that. Do that in the Scottish accent.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
That would
Cameron,
be cool.
come on the show.
come on, let's get a full house tonight.
Hop on, Cameron.
What time would it be
Come on
there
in,
right now?
dude.
6:37 a.m. in Scotland.
Yeah.
Well,
have
he's up.
coffee with us. Have some
I'll just
coffee.
have to open the door.
Yeah,
one
have
sec.
some coffee with us while we're all drunk.
Are we?
We?
No, not really, but just saying.
What's
Johnny
this
pretends
we?
he's not drunk. Junk.
Junk?
Hey, congratulations, John BL.
Yes,
Thank
John
you,
BL.
By the way, yes, congratulations. Absolutely, my man. Congratulations.
Show us your ring finger. Let's go. Oh, that's right. It's her.
That was
Oh,
your
yeah.
hand in the picture, right?
Yeah. She gave me the ring.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you, guys.
So pretty soon we'll start seeing less of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not a great picture.
Pull it in, bring it back out. Pull it in, bring it back
There
out.
you go. That's a better picture.
Shit.
You got all your pictures there on the bottom there, so
Yeah.
careful.
Careful.
What
Careful
are
of
you
the
doing
nudes.
there?
Yes, I
There it is.
got
Oh.
engaged yesterday. I asked my now fiance
Fiance. Your fiance.
Linda.
Congratulations, man.
to marry me. She said yes. No, I knew
How
she was
awesome
gonna
is
say
that?
Wow.
I'm very happy. It was a great. Yesterday was it all went down perfectly. You know, like you couldn't have planned it better. I couldn't have planned it better. So, but I did.
Right, and you celebrate by going on the show.
Can
with
you
a
give
bunch
us a
of
little
dudes.
detail?
Tell us all about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
How'd you do it?
We want to know how you proposed.
Did you get on one knee?
I kept it simple. You know,
First
I
we went to
got-
Keep it
McDonald's.
simple. We don't need to know the after. You know. what
Yeah,
happened
one or two knees, John. One or
one
two
knee.
Okay.
One knee in the sand. We went. Got her flowers. We went out to dinner. Then we went to the beach. It was like one of the last really nice, kind of 65-degree nights.
Nice night for a walk. Eh?
Nice night. And so I said,
That's nice.
let's go for a walk. And I think she was. We've been talking about it for a couple months now, and she.
Who's
was
been
probably-
talking about it? She's been talking about it.
Well, we went ring shopping back in July, and so just kind of because I'm clueless on that kind of stuff, so I got an idea of what kind of a ring she liked, and so last night was the night. We went out had a nice night. We went to dinner. We went out on the beach, took a walk, and then I knelt down, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You know what I'm doing."
Get up, you fucking
You know what I'm doing.
I'm taking you. I'm taking
know
you
what
to
I'm doing.
Mitch Malloy's Van Halen experience. That's what I'm doing.
Did you literally say that? You know what I'm doing?
Oh yeah,
That is awesome.
And what'd she say? What are you, fucking retarded?
Yeah, what are you, retarded?
Get up, you fucking Todd. You're getting all filthy.
How much
couldn't
you
have been
paid
more
for that
perfect.
ring? Aren't you not a non?
You
No
dumb
comment.
motherfucker.
No comment. No, it was perfect. It couldn't have gone any better than it did, and I'm very happy. We went to see a bunch of friends today, family, and went out to dinner with my parents, and then now we got to make all the plans for everything else in the next 9-10 months or so.
Do your parents like her?
Oh yeah,
they'd better.
No, they said
You don't have to
out to
say.
dinner, so
John, will you be storming the castle later on tonight?
maybe not tonight, but this week. So
Would you try to storm the castle? If she says no, her response should be, "Now go away. I shall taunt you a second time."
no, I'm not worried about that. No, we've known each other for 26 years, so I mean, we knew each other in college, we dated in college, and now we're officially engaged. So
That's awesome.
Years, man. Wow.
Is that your first engagement?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was waiting until I knew she was gonna say yes, and I mean, I was waiting.
What you
I didn't ask anyone else before her, so I mean,
what you're telling us is you've been stalking her for 26 years.
well, if you want to read into it like that, maybe, but
Yeah,
no.
you should probably put together a prenup and make sure that she doesn't get the small scale Van Halen stage in a potential divorce later on.
Man, I gotta keep a good hold on that.
You came into the marriage with nothing, you leave with nothing. That's all I'm saying.
The $11 that thing cost me.
With the ring?
No.
Oh,
The stage.
1999.
let me guess. Which low end jeweler is still left in Boston? Kay's, Belden's. Who's still around?
Nasser. We went to Nasser Jeweler. and
Oh, nice.
Nasser was
Yes.
great. Nasser is
For you.
We back in the summer we went to a bunch of different places, and if you're from New England, you've heard of Nasser, and Nasser is a great great jeweler.
Yeah.
So
Belden's, I think, is where I got my ex-wife's, and they're gone now. So much for that lifetime warranty. But then again, so much for that marriage. So,
hey, and I got the shirt, Free Spirit Music. I asked her to marry me, and all I got was a shirt. No,
she gave you a shirt. You gave her a ring, and she gave you a shirt.
She gave me a pen.
This marriage is not going to go well.
Yeah.
I gave her
that's
my
fucking
heart,
awesome.
She gave me a pen.
Jeannie's sending me screenshots of the chat with like comments from people.
What's going on? What am I missing?
They're funnier than we are.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations, John. I'm so
No, it's
happy.
awesome.
No, it couldn't have gone better. I'm real happy, and we've had a great weekend, and we got a lot of planning to do, and we're gonna have a great year. So
Did she watch your Van
leading up
Halen
to
video
it all.
presentation?
Yeah, she was the first before any of you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Reach
that's it.
the mode.
Before you two, Paul and well, Michael too.
I
Paul,
watched. Yeah.
Johnny.
Come on.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
So
I'm really happy for it. This is great.
no, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good year for me.
It's going to be an
That's it.
expensive year.
Yeah,
It's over.
we got a lot of stuff to plan. So
That's going to be great, man.
Yeah.
Did you get some? More importantly, did you get some clams at Woodman's last weekend?
no, we went.
Oh.
No, I know about Woodman's, and it wasn't the night for Woodman's.
Kid.
We did. We had plenty of out in our area. It's like you got Markies and you got
Markies.
Browns,
Marky
Markies
Marks?
and Browns.
Some inside chowder shit going on right
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
Chowder.
No, we were talking about this last week. We talked about if he's going to go up when we was going to go storm the castle. It was up in Essex,
Oh yeah,
and we're like, well, you got to go to Woodman's, kid. That's where the
Yeah.
fried clam was invented.
that's right. Was it invented there, man?
Yeah, allegedly.
Alleged.
But then again, Mitch Malloy was allegedly in Van Halen. See what I did there? There's a callback to the
man.
angry 20 minutes.
Did you see any of that earlier, Caleb?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
No,
It was quite the rant.
no, I gotta watch it.
Caleb knows how I feel.
There's the castle. It's not really.
I enjoy Paul going when he goes.
It's more of a mansion than a castle, but
It is more of a mansion than a castle. It's cool though.
it was very cool.
Now, will you get married at a castle?
We have to figure that out. So
Yeah, you should
You
get
know.
you should get married at Castle Island in Southie. Go to
Should get
Sully's,
Nerd-
get a burger.
Nerd Halen to play.
probably not, but Yeah.
Probably not. You said that very, very casually. Does Nerd Halen do weddings, Caleb?
Not yet, but
You want to come out to Massachusetts?
of course.
All right, free of charge.
No.
Free of charge.
Very, very.
What are you, Mitch,
minimally-
asking somebody to play guitar on your record?
Very minimally charged.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we got a lot, but we're both. I mean, she's a musician. She's a professional musician. I'm a.
Oh, so she's gonna play her own wedding.
No, but she's got a lot of.
She
we
knows
both
a lot
have
of
lot
cats.
musician friends, and
She knows a lot of cats.
She does know a lot of cats. She's been in a few. Let me see. She just bought. I told you guys last week. She just bought a harp, and she's already.
Oh, that's cool.
Could you go over and try to play anything like right or Love Walks In on it?
There's her dog and her harp.
That's a nice ass harp, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome looking.
It's as big as the goddamn staircase.
I don't think I've ever seen a harp in
it's
person.
3 feet. It's 3 feet tall, so it's not. I mean, it's not. It looks bigger in the picture.
Her dog looks a lot like my dog, Harley.
That's Toby. I love Toby. Toby's a good boy.
Get married in New Haven live without a net parking lot.
That's what it is nowadays. The Coliseum.
The load-in dock.
There's no New Haven Coliseum anymore.
This is where they loaded, babe. This is where they loaded in that stage right here.
The stage that I'm
place
gonna
I'll get married. That's it. That's
the
it.
stage that I'm going to spend the next 30 years on Sundays finishing in the garage.
700 Sundays.
Hey, John, can you take us over there sometime to where that auditorium was?
It's literally a parking lot now. I don't even know if it's a parking lot. They tore that thing down in like 05 or something.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was always ridiculed as one of the worst arenas in the country. And
read the screen, John.
but hey, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you very much, Jeannie.
You better be.
No, I'm very happy. It's going to be a great year. So we're going to,
No,
by next year at this time,
it's going to be a great life.
It's going to be a great life. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not good at this kind of stuff.
So it is official. I am the last person on the show. I'm not married.
You were married.
I was, but I fucked that up too.
For a long time, I was the last.
The
laws
of averages prevent it, Paul. The laws of averages prevent it. Sorry.
No.
I could be married again.
That's right.
I won't.
For a nominal fee.
Phenomenal fee.
1999.
1999.
Michael's is like a cowboy doing it. 1999.
Yeah.
I live out in the West.
Back in
I can tell you.
1999.
Okay, Grant, say it.
1999.
There you go.
Grant, stop being their monkey boy. You're not their monkey boy,
Right?
You're the guest.
You don't have
Tell
to
them to go fuck
Try. I
themselves.
just say it like that. 1999.
That's so good. I wish I could do that. I would do it all. I would sit in my house and just
1999.
I'm going to put this one section on loop when you just said that, Grant. And next week,
No, Jay's going to listen to it at half speed later.
That's a reverb.
Jay said it with the enthusiasm. He said it with the enthusiasm is if he had tits, he'd just play with them all the time.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Is there anything, Grant? Is there anything that we say over here that you're like?
We don't notice it because our TV is everyone's an American
That's a
accent
good
unless
point.
you watch a local show. So it's actually what is weird though is when you're watching an American show and Australian comes on it, it really stands out. You're like, oh,
Right.
oh,
Really?
that's an Aussie. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is known that is how all these Australian actors get work in America.
Yeah.
Because they grow up with all this American TV, and all the Aussies can do amazing American
do it.
accents.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
can't even tell. There's so many Australian actors you wouldn't even know are Australian. when you find out, you're like, oh my God, that person's Australian, and you've heard their accent for years, and you wouldn't know. So
a lot of them are British too. I've noticed.
Yeah.
You'll see an actor go on Jimmy Kimmel or something like that.
Russell
guy in
Crowe.
The Good Doctor, Freddie Highmore. I didn't know he was British, and he gets on there and he has this British accent.
Yeah, like Hugh Laurie.
House?
Yeah, Hugh Laurie.
House, right?
Watch
or
them on
Damian
Damian
Lewis, is that his name? The redhead guy?
No, I'm talking about House. Dr. House.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie.
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie.
Yeah.
He accepted an award one time. I'm just watching the thing, and I'm like, for a split second, I thought he was like making the voice, like he was doing the British accent or whatever he is.
Aluminium.
I was like, holy crap!
Aluminium.
There you go, Cameron.
But I guess it makes sense. I mean, they hear it literally from birth. You know?
Constantly. So, Grant, again, normally on all of your, not all, but I guess like the primetime shows, most of them are American TV.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as what you guys get. There's a couple, there is local drama and stuff like that, but I don't watch it. I just watch.
They get Dancing with the Stars with my buddy Cameron Daddo.
Caleb,
Daddo. you guys have to get on Battle of the Cover Bands.
Do we?
Yeah, that'll be great.
Do we have to?
Hey,
is there one?
Yes, it's a thing on E.
Of course,
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon produces it.
Oh wow,
Rich could get his experience on there.
Ricky Valens? Who?
Yes, we could get it. We get Mitch's experience on there. Well, the best part would be if Mitch's experience gets on there and then they lose. It'll be just like his audition.
Oh, wow!
Yeah,
they lose to an extreme cover band. That would be fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna hear it. I know he's gonna pull me aside or try.
I don't throw you aside.
Give him my number.
Yeah, but Caleb,
give him this number.
Yeah,
you asked him.
Can't Drive 55 in the chat says, is BMX Bandit a cult classic? Yes, it is. That's
what?
Nicole Kidman's first movie.
What movie?
It's called BMX Bandit. I think it's like 1983.
I was hoping it was going to be 89.
1989.
You did it. You got him. You got Grant.
Sorry, Grant. I told you this was going to happen. I told you they were going to clown you the whole fucking time.
No, this isn't clowning.
Not me.
Just, I love hearing it.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't bust somebody's balls,
Grant,
you're not friends.
Grant, what year did Gary leave Van Halen? What year was that?
I gotta go. I got a hand in my own.
He was never in Van Halen.
No, Gary was never in Van Halen. He just pretended he was.
That's right.
I think it was the same year as the Prince song.
Oh, right.
What year was that?
Yeah, tonight we're gonna party like it's what?
1999. 1999.
Yes,
what does everything that Ron Popeil sells on late night television cost?
I loved it. I used to watch a lot of golf growing up, and there's always Ian Baker Finch or one of these guys, and they would let's go with a 14. And I just thought that was the coolest way to say it. Like it has a D in it. 14. It's like it's awesome.
He's going to hit driver. He's going to
He's going to go. It's about 143 meters. He's going to go with a little pinchy 8 iron.
On.
He's just
which is also someone's name, Iron.
The sand trip.
What, the wispy stuff?
You might want to watch out for the sand trip.
Sand trap.
What the hell was that?
They don't say sand trap in professional golf.
What do they say?
Banca.
What do they call it?
Banca.
Yeah.
Banca.
That's even better.
How many left balloons?
Water hazard too, right?
Grant's like,
Hazard.
Grant's like, why the fuck did I come on this goddamn show right now?
I used to run the Van Halen news desk, and now look at me.
Exactly. Look at right now.
I'm spending my Sunday afternoon drinking some sort of energy drink, talking to these jokes.
And there's no H in Van Halen, right? It's Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Van
One
Halen.
word, Van Halen.
VHD. Sounds like a disease. Or VHND. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
VND.
Black Salami is actually inquiring, Grant. This show sucks,
no,
right?
no
Yeah.
black salami.
Well, I'm not going to do my Scottish accent because I know Cameron's in the chat and he'll kick my ass. So.
No.
Again,
Cameron-
if there's any people that like to fight more than the Aussies, it's the Scots.
Yeah,
That's right.
dude.
They'll throw a big rock at you.
Big caber.
A couple times.
Toss a
Cameron has
caber at
talked-
ya.
Cameron has talked to me how he's talked to his friends because he said, like, dude, if I have to like really pull it back.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
You have,
Oh,
to, like,
yeah.
you have to simplify things to talk to us Americans, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Cockney.
If he was any more Scottish, he couldn't talk.
Yeah. I was like, I understood like 2 words out of that whole set, like that whole thing. You know?
What was that Brad Pitt movie?
Yeah, Snatch.
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 That's the only reason why I can
Yeah.
understand him is because I grew
Better
up
than
around
Blue
Irish
Eyes.
people.
Some
I
Okay,
grew up
all right.
around Irish
That one.
travelers, so the
We get
Cockney,
a car run.
the Cockney is unbelievable.
My grandmother, my
Hey,
grandmother was
You like eggs?
she had a heavy accent.
Irish?
Absolutely Irish.
Oh yeah.
You know, my friends and my uncle Mick, that was his name.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. And,
They're all named after
my
Mick.
my friends would say, "What the fuck did he say?" I had to tell them. You know, to me, it sounded like the way I hear myself talk. It's weird. You know.
We had the prototypical Irish. We had the prototypical Irish rectory mom when I was growing up across from the church was St. Margaret's, and her name was Bridget. She was right off the boat. They referred to her as Bridie because apparently that's what you call Bridget's. And she had the awful teeth and the Frankenstein shoe because her fucking hips were out of line, and she would like waddle, and he was like,
Frankenstein shoe.
yeah, she was. The one
Why are
shoe,
you
the
wearing
one
one clog.
Yeah, the one Frankenstein shoe, so that her gait wouldn't, so she wouldn't walk like she was fucking limping. And we'd go
familiar with that.
yeah, and we would go. You'd go to the rectory to run into the priest to do confession, and you'd knock on the door, and Father Coyne, one of your heathen sons of bitches is out here for you. You're like, what the fuck just happened? And she would swear like, "You're fucking pains in the ass." And we're like, wait a minute, you're in the fucking rectory. Like, you're literally, there are 3 priests within earshot of you right now. Watch your mouth. She was like Igor in fucking Young Frankenstein.
Master.
My grandmother had no filter, no
Say it
filter
again.
at all. I mean, I remember bringing home a girl, one of my girlfriends. I'm a teenager, and I introduced her to my grandmom, and my grandma looked, oh, she's ugly. Not as good looking as the last one you had. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh God.
yeah.
Look,
I
Grandma.
mean, it's out there. I mean,
Look,
that's,
Grandma, I nailed her in the rectory.
Oh,
that's the
Why
way
don't
she
you tell
was.
about the time you shit yourself and wiped your diaper all over the wall?
yeah.
Yeah, she had literally no filter, man. God, I loved her.
Yeah, they don't care.
Look,
No.
Speaking of swear words, Cameron said the only words you understood when I went full Scottish were the swear words. That is true.
The ones you pick up, exactly.
Yeah.
Get in here, Cameron.
It's like just all slang. That's what it sounded like. Like when he's explaining what everything was, I said this. I was like, Jesus.
Cameron, hop in, man. This way, people that don't know who you are can understand what we're talking about.
And
Thank you,
come in and go
Boss
full Scottish on us.
Let's go. Yeah, just jump in. Go.
Yeah, don't hold
Yeah,
back.
I'll
Yeah,
type
we'll-
up the subtitles.
There you go. No, we ought to look at the subtitles on
We'll have to
Facebook
guess.
or wherever.
We'll all
it's-
go on mute, and
Yeah.
you just come in and take over the show.
We'll have to guess what he said.
See what
Exactly.
the automatic subtitles pulls
go-
up for.
We'll go round robin.
Well, what time is it there?
6
Like
in the morning.
like 7 in the morning. Yeah.
Well, he's
Cameron,
up.
did you just wake up, Cameron, or have you been up all night?
No,
Sunday.
Oh, he's
up.
been up all night.
he's yeah.
Oh, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, we
There it
should
is.
get
No, I don't
we
even
should
know what
get
accent I'm
Doug
using.
Steele back on the show for sure.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah, we gotta get his ass back on.
good
For
dude,
sure.
Excellent dude. Killer guitar player too.
killer.
Well, we all have different accents, all of us. I mean, we're all from different parts of the country, most of us.
Hell yeah.
Who
Michael
talks?
Smith. Michael
who are
Smith has the craziest accent.
Who would be the two that are similar?
It's like New York and New York and New England are pretty similar.
New York and New England are pretty close.
Yeah. Living out
Because
here,
they're port cities.
A lot of people say, "Oh, you're from Boston." I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Jay's really kind of in the middle. Jay's in the middle as he should be, you know.
Well,
he's got that Ohio accent, but
maybe
I know you're not from Ohio. But
have somebody in the chat give us a line, and each of us will say we'll repeat the line.
Okay.
The reason why
something that shows the way different, I guess, areas of the country
Give
or
us
regions.
a line.
we're gonna go.
Yeah, we'll do lines, and then we'll go.
This is a different show. Sorry.
What year did Gary leave Van Halen?
A line? A line?
That's
Give us a
actually
line?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Give us a line. We'll make some guitars. What's going on here?
Tell us to say something.
No.
Well, I guess we could read this.
Wait, what is going on here?
No, I'm getting spammed. It looks like on Facebook. That's what's happening.
Dr. Ophel knew us.
She still
Hang
hasn't
on.
sent him us
Hang
10
on.
grand
I
back.
wanted to get rid of HIV. You have our attention.
Man.
Wow.
Caleb and Johnny do not
Where
have
was that?
accents.
Let me find where that was.
It says Caleb and Johnny do not have accents according to Fret Level Midnight.
Of course we do. We have
Park
we
the
have
car in the Harvard yard.
Oh my God! There it is.
Where is
it? The dog only backs at cars and strangers.
Park. Okay.
Park the car.
That looks like your wife, Jay.
It looks like her.
No way.
Well, here, let's each say it. I'll start. Park the car in the Harvard yard.
Park the car in the Harvard yard.
That's not your accent.
Just say
Park
it
the
as
car in
normal
the
as you-
Harvard yard.
Say it as
Yeah,
normal
that's
as
feel
us,
good.
or as normal as you can for your tone.
The way you talk. Yeah.
Park the car in Harvard Yard. Honestly, I don't have the New England accent very thick. Park the car in Harvard Yard.
Occasionally yours comes out, but not very often.
Yeah, if I'm talking very
Parked.
If you've been drinking, it comes out.
pack the
Johnny,
car
do you say-
in Harvard Yard.
Parked or parked?
Michael,
Park the car in the Harvard yard.
Harvard. See that?
Harvard
It's
Yard.
funny because the park the car is New
You
York.
gotta end it. You gotta
but
end it
Harvard
with you.
Yard is
Fuck.
Boston.
Park the car in the Harvard yard.
You
Park
fuck.
the fucking car already, all right?
Right. You
There's
gotta
an
end it
hour
with
in
you
the yard,
fucking
dude.
piece of shit.
Park the car in the Harvard yard, you piece of motherfucking.
There you go.
No. And then what am I, an asshole?
The fuck am I, an asshole over
Hey,
here?
I'm parking over here.
I was actually, when I first moved out here, I was in Kansas for a road trip, for work.
The band?
And I went into
All of them?
I went into the gas station, had to get gas, whatnot, and I go up and I pay for my stuff.
Hi, buddy.
And the guy's like, "I love your accent." I'm like, okay,
Because
thank
in
you.
Kansas, they don't have anything to love.
No, exactly. So no, Kansas is cool. Kansas. So
No, it's not. I lived in Overland Park, Kansas. Don't tell me it's fucking.
I know
cool.
where Overland is. Yeah, BNSF has a locomotive training center there.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
All right.
divest.
Jay, say it.
So the guy says to me, he's like, "Hold on." He goes, "I want you to say something to my girlfriend." And his girlfriend comes out. He's like, "Say something that's so New York." I was like, "Okay, go fuck your mother."
Oh man,
For the kids.
Wow.
You can't
And
talk to me like that.
She died fucking laughing.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking over here
Yeah, that's
I
pretty,
guess
Throw
you
down the
pretty
keys.
genuine, Michael.
along the.
Throw down the keys.
I didn't even say the last one. Park the car in the Harvard yard.
There's no the, by the way. All of you are adding a the.
Park the car.
Park the car.
Park the car.
Paul, we can't read. Obviously.
Park the car. Yeah, there is a the.
No, not in the Harvard yard. People
Oh.
have parked the car in the Harvard yard. There's no the.
In
It's park the
Harvard
car in
yard.
Harvard yard.
Oh, did I say the?
I think we all said
By
it.
the way,
Start
Park
over.
the car
Start
in
over.
Harvard yard.
By the way, there's no ed in it, Jeannie. It's park the car in Harvard yard.
Have it, yeah.
Park.
Park the car. Park the
Well,
car. in
Paul,
Harvard
Paul,
Yard.
that's what Genie.
Yeah,
and I
John
call it.
Biel, give us your best New England accents that you have none.
Who, me?
Park the car in Harvard Yard.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
about
right.
that better than Matt Damon? How do you like them apples?
It's better than Robin Williams in
Park
Good Will
the
Hunting.
car
His
in
accent was
Harvard
awful.
Yard.
John, does your
Get out of
fiance
here.
have an accent?
Fiancé.
She's got more of an accent than I do. Yeah,
Fiancé.
definitely. She's from
My ex-wife
Methuen.
had it.
Methuen.
Methuen. Not Shaw Kid.
North Shore. Not really North Shore.
Yeah, but still, anything north of the city is
It's
not
Merrimack Valley.
Merrimack.
Merrimack.
Fret Lover Midnight says Jay pronounces Paul as Paul.
Paul.
No, Paul.
Yeah, that's Paul.
Paul.
Paul. That's how it's
almost
pronounced.
Noel. Almost Noel.
Paul.
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 funny
With
'cause-
my balls.
Neander Paul.
Paul.
You can hear it when Jay.
Paul,
You can
my
hear it when Jay
ball.
says, "Whatchamacallit." He goes, "Whatchamacallit."
Whatchamacallit?
My
says
my mother
whatchamacallit.
my mother used to call me
My
Paul.
mother. My
So
mother.
it's Pahl. Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
My dad used to call me pal.
Yeah,
Hey, pal.
what? Close enough. Yeah.
Jay says whatchamacallit so much when I talk to him that I think about the candy bar all the time.
I thought you were gonna say you renamed me in your phone. What?
Yeah, he's whatchamacallit.
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 Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have a whatchamacallit. A thing about it.
Kevin
Are those still
Bethel is
available?
country.
Yeah, those are delicious. I love those
Eh,
things.
they're
I've
kind of
never had
dry.
one.
I want one right
like
now.
rice and caramel and caramel. Caramel.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. Caramel
car-
or caramel?
Bad caramel.
Caramel.
We say
Caramel.
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 Who says caramel?
Caramel.
Who said
I
that?
say caramel.
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 That's how it's
We say
spelled, right?
caramel.
So we have,
Caramel.
we have three assholes on the panel. What about the
We
rest
say
of you
caramel,
guys?
but Johnny lives right near where? California.
Carmel.
Exactly.
Carmel, California.
Caramel.
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 It's caramel. Christ's sakes.
Caramel. It's caramel.
Caramel.
In
Caramel,
the commercials, they say caramel.
Yeah, they're wrong.
Spelled wrong,
He's
too.
walking here.
What movie is that from, everybody?
What, I'm walking here?
Jeannie says no.
What?
What Jeannie said?
Oh, I know what that is. Have a nice day. Hey, fuck you. I love that movie.
Great,
Help
man.
all this stuff. What's that from?
You don't
I'm-
tip
I'm
G,
lost
man.
on that
I
one.
tip everybody. I believe in over tipping. That's my philosophy.
Was that Reservoir Dogs?
No.
Oh, well, they did.
No,
the
it's
whole-
it's
the
one of
whole,
the great it's one of the great under the radar movies of the guy's career.
Saw that in the theater.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
That's
Yes,
one
I
of the
did.
first. That's one of the first movies I had my crush on Joan Cusack.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
don't
had
know
a
why.
crush on Joan Cusack?
Oh
You
my
said I don't know
god!
why.
Right?
There's
Did that
so many
movie
better
end it?
actresses than. I mean,
It's not
better
about her
looking- better
acting,
look-
John.
better looking
It's a
actresses.
crush.
better looking actresses.
John's knocking down Paul's childhood dreams. Right
Yeah.
now.
No, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God! All I think about when
How
I
about Mary
think of
Stuart
Joan
Masterson?
Cusack is the chick with the brace retainer guard in 16 Candles.
In 16 Candles.
Trying
See,
to
I
drink
think
from
of-
the water fountain.
I think of her in the
The
scene
headgear.
in Grosse Point Blank when she's taking the order for the ammunition. Bullshit! You gotta get what? And then she go, hang on. And she's talking about the soup. And then she goes back to it. I want those fucking ammo. And I ordered them. And then she's taking the gasoline and just lighting the place on fire. That's the Joan Cusack. I don't know. There's something about her in that. And when she gets drunk in School of Rock, she's kind of cute there because she's vulnerable.
Hey, I got a great question for everybody, and in the chat too.
I know, Jeannie. I knew what movie it was. I wasn't going to give it away.
No, I think she's talking about other people.
Oh.
So why don't we go around the room, round robin?
This is fun.
Round the room.
Who was your, like, when you were hitting that age? Who was like your what do you want to call it?
Your crush?
Yeah, your
When you,
like,
who was the first person that made
my
you
boner
discover
jam?
your
Yeah, the
special
boner.
your special purpose?
who was your boner crush? On, like,
Who's my
movie,
boner jam?
Yeah, I had two of them.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
I got three actually.
Put me down.
I got three. Kari Wurr.
Yeah.
Oh man, When she was in that, what was that Barbarian movie? And she had these white jeans on, like the whole movie. Oh man! And then, who was the chick in? Who was the girl in Ladybugs? Remember the soccer movie?
No idea.
Who was the girl in that?
Isn't that Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah, the Rodney
Soquel.
Dangerfield movie. Who was the girl soccer player in that movie?
I don't know.
Oh my god. And then who's the other one? Everybody see the movie Who's Harry Crumb?
John Candy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
The
You like
chick,
him?
the chick that was helping. Yeah, John Candy.
Who was that?
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Hurley too. But I was older then. This wasn't like my just coming into what's going on down there, you know.
B&B Arthur.
There you go. There's my three. I can't
Aaron
remember- I can't
Gray.
remember
Yeah,
the
we're getting a
last
lot
two
in the
names.
chat. Here we go.
I can't remember the last two names. I mean, that's kind of normal anyway, right?
I think my first Melissa Joan Hart. She was one of my first crushes.
From what? From what though? What was
From
the movie or
wasn't it
show?
Clarissa?
Sabrina, was she Sabrina the Teenage
Sabrina,
Witch?
yeah, Sabrina, yeah. And then there was remember the girl who used to like stop time with her fingers? What was her? She was in. It was like a you know, what do they call it when the TV show is like syndicated, like a syndicated TV show?
This could be going so much
I don't
faster.
know.
You're talking
She used to
about
stop time like that. I can't even think of her.
What's
She
his
had
n-
like the crimped hair.
You're talking about
Who's
Johnny
Alex Mack?
what was the principal, Mr. Yeah, right? The school?
Probably, I don't know.
You're talking about the
Not
Zach
Saved by
Morris.
the Bell. No, not
Saved by the Bell.
No,
Because they would stop time, and
no. Oh, well, he would like talk to the camera, but there was some show. What was it? I can't
Boy,
even-
it's only a 3-hour show.
yeah, it's good stuff. No, Melissa Joan Hart
in the
from,
chat. The chat would know.
Wait, why did we skip over Grant?
The chat's
Yeah,
jogging.
because John
Oh.
Biel.
because I
Oh,
just
by the way,
I
John
like
Biel's
Biel.
unengaged now.
I was just going to say, John, it
I hope
had
you
better
know
be
what.
Linda Marshall.
Well, yeah, that was after I was in college, but yeah. My first crush, if you want to talk about like the first crush, who else? Who like in the 80s? I mean, the like Growing Pains. Who was the girl on Growing Pains?
Tootie.
No. Oh,
Natalie.
Man. Gold. Missy
the wrong
Gold. Is it
show,
Missy
isn't it?
Gold or the other Gold? It was like Missy
the
Gold
wrong-
was the girl on.
Rolling Girls.
No. Missy Gold was the girl on Love Boat, I think, and then there was her sister was on Growing Pains.
I know who you're talking about.
Vanessa Shaw. Thank you, Majestic PB and J Cat.
Tracy.
Tracy Gold was on.
Thank you, Michael.
That's right.
And then
Thank
she got hooked on meth, right?
Oh, and then, let's not forget Punky Brewster.
No, she got hooked on. She was on crack.
Let's not forget Punky Brewster, man.
She grew up to be super hot.
What was her name?
Spunky Brewster.
Soleil Moonfry.
Soleil Moon Frye. She grew up to be super hot.
Yeah, man. She was.
Yeah.
That was back in my day, man.
Funky Bruce. Who said
Spunky
that?
Brewster.
Punky Boobster.
Nell Carter.
That's what they. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Heather
she
Locklear.
ended up getting huge knockers, right?
That's right.
She's super hot. Her and Danielle Brisebois. The chick that was on. That was
Nicole Eggert. Let's not forget her.
Yep. Baywatch.
Wait, John has a huge list.
Yeah, John.
Look at
It's only a 2-hour show left. What's
Yes.
up?
He has to take it down.
But
every
one
time
love now, Linda.
Beyonce
One
Chat's
love.
going
One love,
off.
Linda.
There's Punky Brewster today.
He pulls it off the wall
Yeah,
every time his girlfriend comes. Or his
Oh,
Sorry.
wow.
yeah, she grew up to be really hot.
Oh,
There you
shit.
go.
Yeah, I
How
got
old would she be
Soleil
now?
Moon Fry.
Soleil Moon Frye.
Should be in her 40s?
Punky Brews her.
damn.
There you go. The Olsen twins. That was a little after my time.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
I think I was like 30 by the time they were of age.
Remember that website? There was a countdown for their 18th birthday. I might have visited it.
No,
Someone
they
said
never-
Heather
they never-
Thomas from The Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember that.
I actually think she was the better looking of the Heathers of the air. I thought Heather Thomas was way better looking than Heather
By a
Locklear.
car.
And
Matt,
apparently less crazy.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
better looking than Matlock? Is that what you said?
No, than Heather Locklear.
Oh,
Heather Locklear in Melrose Place was fantastic.
Is it my turn yet? What?
Daphne
Yeah.
Zuniga. All right, go ahead, Caleb. I'll stop talking.
I was gonna say probably Phoebe Cates.
Moving in
Phoebe
stereo.
Cates was pretty smoking.
Who said it? Moving in stereo. What was it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
that
the
Cars
song that was
will
playing
never
when
be the
she was
same.
getting
Right.
out of the pool.
Like
in,
there's a Cars song out there where all I do is think about Phoebe
Yep.
Cates.
Every time you hear it.
Doesn't anybody knock anymore?
all he thinks about is locking his
Does
bedroom
anybody
door.
knockers anymore? So
Judge Reinhold. What was it? Judge Reinhold?
Judge, yep.
Or Judge?
yeah.
Judd Nelson, Judge Reinhold.
Who was the chick on in Billy Madison? Remember her? She was cute.
Oh yeah.
That girl was really cute. And then when I was really young, it was probably, I mean, Farrah Fawcett was the shit. I had that poster.
Everybody did.
What about Barbara Eden?
Oh, sure.
Janie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because when I play hooky from school, that show would be on TV.
Was that Bewitched? What was no?
I Dream of Jeannie.
No, I Dream of Jeannie.
The other one, yeah.
And Bewitched.
Hey, watch your mouths, guys.
What?
Watch what you're saying on here with me around.
Oh, I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Dane
Well,
Zimmerman.
it's funny.
Rue
'cause
McClanahan, yeah.
You know who Bill Asher is, right? He makes guitars. Bill Asher Guitars. He's a really awesome custom builder here in Southern California.
Builder.
And his mom was Elizabeth Montgomery.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
There's a statue of Elizabeth Montgomery in Salem, Massachusetts.
Wow.
And if you put a
that's
statue in there, and the witch, and she's dressed up as a witch on the on the broom.
Yeah. So if you ever see like Ben Harper playing the flat steel guitar, like the slide guitar that he plays on his lap steel, right? Those are all made by Bill Asher, the son of Elizabeth Montgomery. So
Tabitha's
there you go.
brother.
Guitar connection. I really had a crush on Mitch Malloy a lot.
So does he, though.
She was hot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so does he.
Right back into it.
Those girls from Poison were really cute.
All right,
Yeah, who
that's
was the
it.
best looking in Poison?
If you had to, guys, who would-
We'll get
put that album cover up.
Ricky Rocket done.
Bobby
All right.
Lester.
Okay, that's the next game. Who are you going to do in Poison?
You guys are all wrong.
Pull the
And then
picture up.
Cinderella.
Pull the picture up. If you had to choose, come on, let's do that.
Johnny,
It
come on,
all-
get on it. John
It
Biel.
all began.
John Biel.
I haven't
Look
done
what
my.
the cat dragged in. That's the.
I haven't done my hot chicks
Johnny
thing
will
yet.
do it. Yeah.
It all began with Raquel Welch in 1 million years BC.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't that like 1960s? That was like 64.
Yeah, but that was on. But I
was
I
on,
was
yeah.
born. I was born in 1968. By the time
Picture
I was
feature.
old enough to know my special purpose, it was on channel 56.
Special
Like on the
bird.
Sunday.
double feature. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when that happened. And she's still every bit as hot as she was then today. Linda Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Linda Carter is still super hot
Smoking still.
and
Right back.
ridiculously talented. She's like a jazz singer now. And then Jane Seymour in Shogun.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah.
Jane Seymour in everything.
Jane Seymour in Somewhere in Time.
Yeah, Jane Seymour in everything. She's
I've seen
stunningly beautiful.
Do you still want the Poison picture?
Yeah, sure. Let's play that game.
Why not?
Why
Yeah,
not?
let's see it.
The hell else we doing?
None of those guys are better looking than Mitch Malloy.
Oh man. So
Here's the thing.
you got either look and
God,
look
who's
what,
who?
or dragged or
Violet
in.
CC looks the best. It's
CC's
Ricky
bottom left.
Ricky
yeah.
Rocket looks like Tracy Lords.
I guess
Yeah.
drag looks the best. I don't know. What?
wow. Look at this.
This
Look
is
what
one of the
Van-
rare pictures of Bret Michaels without a bandana.
See, this is a reason that Van Halen was bad for the environment.
Yep.
They
happened.
created this.
I don't even
Then
know
this-
who's who. Is it what is what?
Yeah, that's the
They
story
look
I'd
like
go with too,
Lexi
John.
Fox.
What is CC?
Yep.
Brett is look,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then you got Bobby as in and dragged as CC.
In.
Bobby. No, wait.
It's definitely. Yeah, Ricky Rocket's on the bottom.
Ricky, yeah. Ricky's on the bottom.
I think Ricky's rocking the DSLs for sure.
that side eye
on Madonna birthmark there.
The CC side eye is really good.
That's getting me.
Maybe
Getting me.
Rena Spinkle says,
Get rid of Bobby.
Bobby Halen was a hair band. Well, they also had talent.
Poison.
Van Halen invented hair bands.
Yeah, they did.
I love this. My wife's gonna ask me what'd you do on talk about on the show last night. We're like, we talked about which
guy in Poison we would fuck.
Man,
what a show! Aren't you glad he came on, Grant?
I'd probably go off the page and go with Stevie Rochelle because he looks like Bret Michaels younger.
Right now, Grant in the back of his mind is saying to himself, "What excuse can I get right now to get the fuck off of the show?"
He could blame the internet connection in Australia and say that
it's not working.
It's happened before. Guys, my internet's going crazy. I got to split.
Sorry, Grant.
Man, I gotta get me some eyeliner, man.
I did see Poison in 19.
Poison was great live.
In when?
Ready?
1989.
1989. Opening for David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
They opened for David Lee
1989.
Roth.
They were headlining.
Come
That's a
on.
good one, too.
Paul,
So who would it be, guys? Come on. Who would it be? Who is it? I got mine.
Who's your choice?
I'll go first.
God.
It used to be Cece, but I just
No. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait. You've thought about this long enough to change your choice?
Yes.
You had your mind on one guy, and then you
Back
said
when I was 13, it was Bret
CC
Michaels.
not doing it for you now.
I've played
Tour
this game
buses.
before.
Tour buses is a lonely place right there.
I've played
Oh,
this game
Bobby's looking
before.
pretty good right there.
I've played this game before, boys. Hey, hold on, but I've changed my decision in the past
He's a
couple minutes.
professional.
Okay.
I've changed my position. And
Wait,
it's
what?
Oh! I've changed my position.
Jeannie, you still watching, Jeannie?
Goodbye, Jeannie.
I
You
think
sat on your hand?
I think based off of these pictures and the defined jawlines of the other three, I gotta pick Ricky Rocket because he looks like a chubby chick there.
That's what I'm saying.
Told you.
Right?
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you. He looks like Tracy Lords.
Yeah, he
Does
looks
look like
less.
Tracy Lord.
And he's the only one winking
Pucker
at us,
nicely.
too.
Yes.
Plus, he's already got the eye closed. He's waiting for it.
Yeah.
Ricky's definitely looks like
That's experience is what that is.
Jeannie's.
Yeah, I'm aboard with Jay. I'm aboard with you. You want to double team Tracy or what?
Oh my!
Get out of here.
I like Ricky because it sounds a little like Bukkake, and it looks like he's experienced with that in
There's
that
a few
picture.
girls named Ricky, aren't there? Is it Ricky Lake? I mean, there's a few girls named Ricky. Ricky.
Wow.
Ricky Lake. is the only one I can think of.
So you wish you were
Bobby,
around in
Bobby.
1987, do you?
Who's the girl's name? Bobby. I don't know. Bobby Brown. There's a porn star, Bobby Brown, isn't there?
Well, there's a couple of Bobby Browns, but yeah, Bobby Brown, the model that was in the Warrant videos, batshit crazy.
Cece, is there any girl? There's a few. I knew a girl named Cece in school, growing up. Cece, I don't know where the last name was, but
Was she hot?
something. Yeah, she was cute.
Right.
And who's
Well,
the other
would
one?
you-
Brett.
That's
Not a
Cece-
lot of girls named Brett.
that CC or this CC?
Yeah, I was gonna say, was she as cute
Yeah,
as
which
this
one?
CC,
Which one are you
though?
taking?
Which CC? If you know.
When
I'd
she
take-
spoke, did
I'd
she
take
sound like
Ricky
Woody
Rocket.
Allen? Like
Hey guys.
Oh,
Yeah. CC DeVille looks like a chick, but he sounds like fucking Bob Goldthwait or
Hi,
fucking
how's it
Gilbert
going?
Gottfried.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
I'm gonna get over here now. All right.
Krusty the guitar player.
Give me some coke.
My real name is Rory B. Bellows.
Rory B. Bellows
I'll give you
has a
some blow. Some
surprisingly
blow. How
large
about that?
Who's going next?
life insurance.
Who's going next?
Johnny hasn't gone.
What's the question?
Yeah, Johnny is so afraid to potentially be outed.
Wow.
Just say it.
Who? Yeah.
Which guy in Poison? If you had to.
If you don't want to say a name, you can say look
Who said it? Bobby Doll looks like
or
a.
dragged. You could pick one of those, and we'll know.
I think I'm good.
The whole band. I think Johnny wants the whole band.
Johnny doesn't want to play.
Why would I even?
Ricky looks like who said looks like a fat? Looks like the
what?
On,
I'll
Johnny.
take Richie Kotzen, probably the best musician to ever play in Poison.
Blue Saraceno was in
Blues,
Poison.
yeah.
Ricky looks like the chick the most, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not saying who you would. We're saying who you would if you had to.
Yeah. Exactly.
If
Johnny doesn't have to. He's got chickens.
If you had a gun to your head.
Oh God. Johnny's got something else to peck on him. Pick one.
The drummer would cook you breakfast in the morning.
Johnny, pacify it.
Which is harder, getting
Mickey
Johnny to
Rock.
pick a member of Poison or getting him to say fuck?
Fuck.
Or ask a question.
No,
That's a great question.
I just said it.
John,
penis. That was
He
the.
said,
That was
he
the.
said, he said CC.
Penis. There we go.
There you go.
so
Ass.
CC.
Mancuda. Where's Mancuda? He's gonna get that one for you.
Red Level Midnight.
Well,
Yeah, I think I'd take a bullet too, buddy. But we're having fun over here. So
That's
Yeah.
it.
Do they have outtake photos from this session?
Oh, I'm sure there
Oh
are.
yeah, I want to see those too.
Let's look for those.
That'll be on the deluxe edition of Look What They Cat Dragged In.
Wow.
There's got to be
It's stores.
outtakes.
Hopefully that one
30th
gets mismarked
anniversary.
as 1999 too.
Majestic BB. Yeah, Ricky is looking good.
Wait, why did I hide
this
that message?
picture caused Nirvana. Just letting you know. So
Oh, I didn't mean to.
What other hair bands can we call up that really look? I mean, where's the Motley Crue picture?
No, we'll
that
stop.
looks
We'll
like
stop at one.
that? Yeah, probably.
yeah, I
good.
think we need to stop.
I think
Before there's like 7 dudes that I've like admitted to wanting to fuck.
This is forever, Caleb.
And then you have to pick between those.
Yeah.
You could interchange this photo with Vixen.
Do this with Mancuda.
Hellstorm. Mancuda is pissed that you guys are talking about CC like this.
Fret level.
Mancuda's first crush.
Fret level. Fret level. I didn't mean to hide your comment, but I can't unhide it.
I can. What happened?
Fret level's comment. I meant to allow it, and I clicked on hide instead.
Man, he really dedicated to that mole, that fake mole.
Jesus, looks like,
That's the only thing that comes out on that picture.
like somebody put
I can
marker on
show
the
it.
picture.
Jeez,
I showed it.
Jesus. Oh,
Quality. stuff.
okay. Well, we can move on.
Yeah, I'm not
All right.
picking between them.
Hi, Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that picture.
How did
is
we get
giving
onto
wood
this?
Like the other
To be honest with you, Cece's the best looking in that picture.
Here we
She
go.
looks like Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Porker.
In that picture, yeah, Cece's looking.
Yeah, you don't see Sarah Jessica Parker without the carrot feed bag on her face.
Oh.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
No, he's not. I know.
The mole still has a career. It's a good one, Jeff.
But I will tell you, Sarah Jessica Parker, who we first saw in
Oh, what was it?
Square Pegs.
Square Pegs,
That's it,
which
yeah.
also featured who?
Jamie
that
Gertz.
girl.
A young Jamie Gertz, who is super hot.
Jamie Gertz from Crossroads and Seinfeld.
Yeah, Jamie Gertz, fucking super cute.
You know, oh man, I get. There'd be one stipulation.
Only one?
stipulation.
Only
You know,
one, exactly.
Hey, if this is something I have to do to avoid being killed, I gotta have one stipulation. You gotta shave all the hair from your face down to the rest of your body.
Oh my god.
Oh, he
Gotta
Wow.
come off. It's gotta
Jay
come
is
off.
high.
Are we still talking about this?
What was it? What was it? Fuck, marry, or kill? Wasn't that the game?
No, I was just thinking about how do I make this as least painful as possible.
Yeah.
If I see no hair, it would be a little easier.
It's gonna be okay.
Not okay. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
no, hold on a minute.
Those aren't pillows.
Oh,
Paul, is that a wolfie?
No, this is an Axis.
Axis.
Yeah,
Bold as love.
because I have my EVH is purple.
Is that-
Yeah,
Dude, I didn't think that was plugged in for a second. I was about to say that is the loudest guitar.
It's just this direct into a JCM 900 on the clean channel.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the way you ought to just keep playing like that. You don't need that pedal board and outboard gear and all that.
Direct through.
Yep, just direct into the JCM with some reverb and the reverb in the amp, and that's it.
Put it into, well, Jay knows, put it into a recording studio and
into a DAW.
Yeah.
Did the JCMs all have reverb? I know a lot of those like Marshalls never had the reverb.
See, we just segue into guitar talk.
Yeah, no, the JCM 900 actually had two different reverb models. They had a dual reverb and they had a different other one. There's like 4 different versions of the JCM 900, and 3 of them are not worth the shit. That's one of the ones I own. Is one of the ones that's not worth the shit. one of them is like a collectible, and the rest of them are all just you can get them for dirt money. I mean, cheap money. So,
is it a 100-watt head, or what is it?
50 watt 2x12 combo. It's a good amp.
Nice.
It does what it's supposed to do. It'll blow the windows out of this room. It's still a 50 watt amp. Wow.
Well, that's Marshall watts versus like a PV watts are completely different.
Gigawatts.
You can play against a drummer with a Marshall 50 watt, but you can't play against a PV 50 watt.
It's barely up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'll get full again.
Good sustain.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
It's a
You could
party
hear it.
in Chandler, Arizona, folks.
It sounds good.
What?
So-
I know that riff.
Jailbreak. It's Thin Lizzy.
Jailbreak.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's something else too.
Yeah. There's only fucking 12 notes.
No. I was hearing it.
Yeah, but great song.
I was hearing it on a different beat.
I don't know. It was just.
That's not what I was hearing on.
But and this is only at. That's at like fucking 10 o'clock.
It's a 10.
Little the dog.
Look at him.
This is at 2 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah.
Just make sure that speaker's not pointed towards the dog.
He's like, what the fuck is that noise?
Let me play Ace of
I love the
Spades.
screams. I love the woman screaming.
Yes, Johnny, we know. I can't play. Go fuck yourself.
That wasn't me.
What happened? The woman.
But yes.
No, the woman screaming was about the loud noise. That's
The
way to
loud
play that.
noise. Trust me, that's the quietest thing in the neighborhood at this time. I got meth heads down the street.
Let's go.
Do you
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah. They're the ones that I
Bring
think
them
I
in.
told you. I think I told you guys about the. There was an accident at like 9:30 at night on Sunday. I heard the sound of crashing, and then it sounded like somebody was lighting up their rear tires. They were driving down the street. It turns out the left front wheel was locked up and the brake was locked up, and they were just dragging the tire down the street. So it was pretty easy to figure out who did the accident. We just followed the skid mark all the way down and into the driveway.
oh my God.
He hit 3 cars and a motorcycle, and went all the way down the street and pulled into the house. And the people came out, and they got cameras everywhere because they're cooking meth. That's the one thing is like when you're a meth head, you've also got the best security system in the neighborhood. So they're out in the middle of the street. One of them is on the cell phone. The chick is on the cell phone, and there's a guy with like a billy club in his hand, and he's on his way down the street to straighten some shit out. And I hear the girl on the phone go, "Yeah, I'd go down there myself, but I'm on parole." I'm like, holy shit. So I walk around. I take Ace out. Come here, buddy. So I take Ace out to take a walk, and we go around. We get around there, and the cops show up, and the cops follow the skid mark all the way down. And what happens is the guy's garage door opens up, and he comes walking out, and he's like this. He goes, "What happened? I just woke up.
Oh, whoa.
I just woke up. What the hell happened here?" And the cop goes, what happened to your truck? He goes, I wasn't using it. My friend had it. He just dropped it off. He goes, oh, did he? Where's your friend? He left. What's his phone number? I don't know. I don't have it on fucking cuffs. It was like they took him in immediately. They got him. They got him for public intoxication. They got him for leaving the scene of the accident. They couldn't get him for drunk driving because he wasn't in the car when they got him. But he was clearly over the limit, but they couldn't draw blood. They couldn't justify it. They didn't have probable cause to do it. But it was funny. He goes, I don't know what happened here, but it was funny. This is the dumbest thing you could say. This is how you can tell the guy was hammered. I don't know what happened here, but I got insurance, so I'll take care of it.
Wow.
Really?
Right, he's got it. Sounds good.
That's not an admission.
Nah.
Nah.
Meh. Dipshits.
Yeah. So what else?
What
Deep
else?
silence.
Well, we've done. Let's see. We've ripped on Mitch Malloy. We've
Come to
we've made.
Really?
The
We've heard some great stories about Grant hanging out with Van Halen in Australia, and about how he was overpaid for the rights to the Van Halen news desk.
God bless you, Grant.
Yeah, great, good for him.
Absolutely.
Made fun of everybody's accents.
It's been a good night.
Congratulated John Blinn for the end of his life.
Oh man.
Not
even close.
Said the divorced guy.
Yes.
And all confessed to homoerotic fantasies about guys in poison.
Could do worse.
Oh, Fret
Well,
Level
most of
Midnight.
you.
Fret Level Midnight brings up a good point. Stop hating on Mitch Malloy so much. Don Dokken exists. You're right.
Oh,
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but Don Dokken had a career.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
That was too easy.
Fuck.
Still does. And people
Wow.
do the same thing.
wow.
John Biel, joke sniper.
Wow.
Wait, wasn't Don Dokken
surprised with
asked
that
to
one.
be in Dokken?
He turned it down.
He didn't, during the first edition, he turned himself down.
He went off and formed another band and called it Dokken.
Yeah.
Dokken
Exactly.
Experience.
He's doing the Don Dokken experience.
Wait, did I just cause a knee slapper with Paul? That's pretty good.
No, it was the
Oh, okay.
No,
arm
I had
and
an itch
chair.
on my knee.
Oh,
I'm
that's good shit.
fucking great. I did like the fact that Don Dokken broke up Dokken and then released a solo album under the name Don Dokken.
Don Dokken. Yeah. I don't think he was allowed to use the name Dokken for that record.
Don's Dokken.
Imagine being named
crazy is
Dokken
that,
and you
right?
can't
He
use
was
the
allowed.
name Dokken.
Well, look at Grover Jackson. Look at Grover Jackson. Grover Jackson can't use his own name when he makes guitars.
Rover?
Is
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Bird allowed to
Grover.
use his
Yeah,
name?
boy.
It was Tyler Perry's Don Dokken.
Genie
Did you see? Just to bring it full circle, did you see somebody? I guess was giving Wolfgang Van Halen a hard time about using the Van Halen name, and his response was, "Last time I checked, it was my fucking name."
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the way Wolfie goes after them though, because
Good for
he
him.
has so many fucking haters with.
Oh man, I know.
I can't.
It's
I
a
don't
no-win
understand
scenario
it
for him.
at all. Oh god,
Clueless people. I mean,
completely fucking clueless.
Whatever. What can you do in that situation? You just laugh and hope the kid fucking has fun.
You do what he does.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
But also that kind of backfires because people see that it gets a rise out of you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
buddy.
like, yeah, people can just go, hey, you want to watch me get Wolfgang to respond to me? Boom. Fire this off.
yeah.
Let me throw this rope across the internet.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Wolfie's still Wolfie, and he's going to do his thing. You know, but I
we know that rope's going to hit Ricky Rocket in the left eye.
Oh.
Have you guys seen them live? Have you been to any of the shows?
A friend of
no.
mine was at one of the shows tonight, actually.
I think Vince Garcia from the old Van Halen list did a little bit of Facebook Live from the show tonight. I think he lives in Colorado. Is that right? Is that what they are tonight? I don't
Michael
know.
Smith?
Vince Neil?
Vince. His name.
No, Vince Garcia. Vince Garcia. He's a guy that was from the old Van Halen mailing list. There was a girl. I think I shared the video.
Wichita, Kansas.
What?
That's where he was tonight.
That was where he played tonight,
right?
Or
You
last
sure?
night.
Last
He
night.
wasn't. I think
he
he's
was
in
in-
Lincoln, Nebraska tonight because my friend is in Lincoln and he saw him tonight.
Didn't Renoff see him in Oklahoma too?
He was in Wichita last night.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
just call it the Midwest.
I live in Colorado, so I know he's not here. I'd be at the show.
But I remember sharing some video when he opened
Not in Colorado.
for Guns N' Roses here in Phoenix. A friend of mine was in like the third row, and she did a lot of cell phone footage and stuff. He looked like he was having a great time.
The bander of her.
No, of him.
Oh.
Yeah, he was moving well, playing well, looked like he was having a great time. Everybody said how impressive he was opening for Guns N' Roses, but that's because Guns N' Roses sucks now. So
Shots fired.
they do. I love Slash and Duff, and I think the band sounds great, but Axl's voice is shot, and we all know it.
Well,
It's
listen,
an easy.
I don't want to jump on the pile as well, but
But you're going to jump on the pile, aren't you?
the first song that they released, what the hell was the name of it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't
And
know.
that was the first Guns N' Roses song released by the core of those guys since what year?
97.
No,
No.
93.
No, since Slash days.
No,
Yeah,
90,
since Slash.
97. They did the cover of They did the cover of Sympathy for the
Spaghetti.
Devil in
Oh.
97.
That's a cover.
Yeah, that's the last thing they recorded with
Well, I'm
Slash.
talking about any
then-
original music that was released.
Well,
and
that'd be
Use Your
91.
Illusion, right?
that's all you
Right.
can come up with.
I couldn't get through it.
No.
No, it's
all
awful.
the way through. Yeah, it was terrible.
God,
The
What
two
about
both
that
songs,
shitting on bands,
13
but
years leading up to Chinese democracy,
both
Hey.
songs are awful.
I had
Speaking
tickets
of Wolf, though, didn't Mitch Malloy could say he was technically asked to be in Mammoth, right?
Technically,
Yes.
Yeah. because it was Mammoth before it was Van Halen, and now it's
Right.
Mammoth again.
See?
Wow.
Oh,
So what you're saying is Mitch Malloy has more rights to the Van Halen name than
Yes.
Wolfgang does,
Maybe.
because he was in it first.
Yeah.
fucking brutal.
Fuck that guy.
brutal. It was.
the right time.
What about Mark Stone? Let's not forget him.
Let's not.
No.
Oh
Dude,
my
Mark Stone.
God.
He was in
Stone
Mammoth
died
and Van Halen,
last
wasn't he?
year, and you couldn't even mourn his death, and then Eddie had to one up him.
yeah, it was like weeks.
Wasn't it like a
before,
week?
wasn't it?
10
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
Oh, man.
10
Well, that-
days. Yeah.
That same thing happened with Malcolm and George Young. They died within like a couple of weeks of each other.
Mm.
Was that
And
father
Eric
and son?
Carr and Freddie Mercury died on
Yeah.
the same day.
No.
Yeah. I mean, Farrah Fawcett
Michael
and Michael
Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah.
Same day.
Yeah. Same day.
Notice how Johnny just fucking was like, I'm done with this.
I think Ned has like a
Gastrointestinal
tiger from down the
issue.
street.
Oh, boarding the guest.
Those bases are still sitting there. The Kramer and the
Ned brought in the guest.
somebody's got to win those
Johnny's
bases
probably
from
chasing-
John.
Johnny's probably
Somebody
chasing around
change those
the-
lights.
Change the lights, exactly.
There you go.
Excuse me.
Colonels, ladies and gentlemen, colonels, everyone.
Yeah, we got 17 minutes left to fill.
That's right.
Colonels. Ah,
Somebody changed the lights. Did they just change, or was that me? Maybe Johnny turned down
You.
some lights. Just
Huh?
It was the focus changed, I think, and
focus.
yeah, it might change. We're talking about the lights behind it, Johnny, in the
Oh, the guitar more? No, they haven't changed.
RMY.
Johnny, what's going on with those bases?
what music is playing?
Anybody win those?
I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm giving these two bases away. These two bases right here.
Well, yeah, we got to
I'll take one.
contact some more companies
to Australia?
about
Kramer,
giving stuff
Kramer
away.
fretless bass, man. I'll take one of those.
I got to figure that out. Wade.
We'll ship to Australia.
Thank you, Keith Campbell. Thank you, man.
I'm playing the Girl Gone Bad chord.
Oh. It did sound like somebody had sounded like music coming out of their phone for a second. I was like,
Hey,
oh,
Johnny and Jay, I've got to say, yesterday I really enjoyed that interview yesterday with oh shit, I
Michael
feel
Christopher?
awful. I
Yeah,
can't-
who was that?
yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
guys
Yeah,
talk
great
about?
questions.
thank
It was
you, man.
it was great. Yeah.
So who read more of the book?
Well, I think if you watched yesterday's show,
You know who?
You know.
Technically, I didn't read any of it. I had the computer telling it to me. It was reading it for me.
Telling it to me.
So I was sitting here, and the computer was reading the thing to me.
So
I
the
was
You
computer
could have had
has-
the
watching
author's voice,
TV,
but you
so-
got Siri to read it to you.
By the way, Grant, to answer your question, yes, if the base is won from somebody in Australia, it will be shipped there.
Ah, awesome.
Who's
Will,
paying?
Johnny's happy
the
to-
headstock snap off, or
I'll
or
pay
will
it. I'll pay it.
Never ship.
What if it's like $500 to ship it?
Yeah.
It's going to get lost in the mail.
Don't sign up.
Exactly. Then it's gonna get lost in the mail, and I get my money back.
I hope it gets lost in the mail. That's what you're gonna be thinking. Yeah.
I was telling Paul the other day, back in the day, I bought a Line 6 pod, and they were they were really expensive here, and I found it in America. Yeah, the red kidney one. Anyway, I got it sent out to me, and it got seized by customs, and I had to pay hundreds of dollars import duty on it. Ended up costing me more than if I just bought it here, and it didn't even come with an Australian power supply, so I couldn't even use it. It cost me
Life
more
in
money.
Australia. It's rough.
Well, like I was saying,
hard
I
to
would
admit.
love to ship everything to you, but you're fucked.
Sorry.
Story.
How much does it cost? All kidding aside, what if you
It
import
would-
something from the States? What's the average cost?
Amazon and that it's negligible, but yeah, say stuff from the Van Halen store is really expensive because might cost whatever a coffee mug costs, and then it might cost $30 or something to send it over here. It's
Yeah, the shipping
Not
is
bad.
ridiculous.
crazy. Yeah.
Andrew Walton bought a Nerd Halen shirt back when I was first sending them out, and the shipping cost more than the shirt.
Mm.
So you're
Fucking
doubling the
ridiculous.
price of the item, basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
that shirt.
So he just made it himself.
Yeah. Actually, he just bought one of the new ones, one of those OU812 cover ones.
Great shirt, by the way. That's
Thank you.
it's a good one.
Is wearing a red V-neck like a call for help or something?
Maybe.
Keith Campbell said, "Jay, are you okay? You're wearing a red V-neck."
Says a lot about you, Jay.
Because you normally wear the gray one or something.
Oh,
Yeah. Where's your VH neck?
I got to come up with something like that.
HV.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know if it was a call for help. Like if somebody posts a video of themselves wearing like a red V-neck or something like that, like call the cops.
Save the children.
Fret level midnight. Yeah, Australia Post is notorious for damaging parcels.
Jeez.
I had a phone cover sent out to me, and it came in a padded envelope, and I took it out of the mailbox. I thought, oh, that feels light, and I went to open it, and it'd been opened.
Wow.
Missing item.
Damn.
Oh no!
Back in the day, years ago, when I was doing the Van Halen news desk, one of my sponsors was a company called T-Shirt Now, and they used to pay me in T-shirts. So
Really?
yeah,
What year was that?
late 90s probably.
90s, maybe.
Will it be like late 1999?
Can you be specific?
How many freaking T-shirts do you have?
This is gonna
I
go
don't.
on.
I don't have most of them
Every
anymore. I used to
chance.
give them away. I probably got 50 T-shirts of them. I'd just give them away as presents. But I think it was 1999.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yay.
Jeannie says is right. She said he bought this
course
shirt
she
in
is.
5 colors. She's right. Amazon.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That is a cry for help.
If you see me wearing 5 different colors of V-necks,
It's a comfortable shirt.
And
Yeah, that's what I do
Jay's,
too.
and that's why Jay's happy, because he says stuff like Jeannie says is right.
she's right.
Just learn how to do that, John BL. Happy wife.
Oh, I'm learning. Yeah,
Happy
happy
life.
wife, happy life. Yeah.
Yep, that's what they say.
I've heard.
Is it going to be a big wedding? How many people?
We're both
About 99.
maybe 99. That's going to be the limit, the upper limit.
99 is what we say.
Have you looked into
99
pricing
means you-
for
99
receptions?
You had to
Like
go there.
pricing per head?
We're beginning that looking. Yeah, we're beginning.
I can only imagine.
Right, you see
what
that bank
costs,
account
yeah.
just go.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second.
Like a mushroom cloud.
Her parents have to pay for that shit.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, it's
This is
Hey,
this is
hey,
new woke
These are the
times
rules
nowadays.
society has set.
That's the way it works.
It's
Yeah.
That's the way it
50-50.
works. Yeah.
Well, it is your first marriage, so sure.
yeah. Okay. Well, we're both the
You-
same
you
age.
tell-
We're both at this point, you know.
You
in
tell
our
her
life,
parents that too.
The good news is
Yeah.
you'll have 3 or 4 more coming. So don't worry about it.
John Bell rolls up with a 300 people guest list.
316.
I'm not paying for it.
I paid for the
Jay-
ring.
Jay, Caleb, Mike, Paul, Johnny, Grant, even Grant. I'm paying your flights. Come on.
Yeah, I'll come over.
You guys aren't invited. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wow.
Not enough room.
Wow.
Oh,
man.
Wow.
Virtually,
That's some
if
hate.
you want to put it
Man.
virtually.
even Nesdal invited me.
Yeah. Yeah, I
afford
guess all
that
your
crap.
other friends on a Saturday night have been invited.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot,
Afford that.
buddy.
Stream Straturday Night Live.
I love
the
you
wedding.
guys, but you know.
Jesus Christ. I watched your goddamn Van Halen film.
So did I.
It was a
I'm
great
one of those
show.
fuckers too.
It was great.
I thought.
Doesn't it say in his bio that he was asked to be on the Friday Night Live?
John,
show?
Asked to go to John Biel's wedding.
No.
I'm
we
waiting.
weren't asked.
Waiting
but
for
we're
You
it.
need to
saying
invite Mitch Malloy.
No, well, he didn't ask us to come, but we said, you know what? He asked us to come, and we all declined. We turned it down.
We all declined. I might change that on my Facebook
If you guys
page.
want to pay your own way, you can come on up to.
Yeah, I guess we're all blonde-haired hood ornaments.
Hood ornaments, yeah. Long hair, blonde haired hood ornaments.
But we can come up there and look through the window, and you guys are getting married.
Yeah. Well, you're not invited.
What a
to
great
that.
piece of audio, huh, Caleb?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
From the man himself.
Yep. No. That was the guy that told him he was in the band.
Wow.
The bride could come down the aisle to "It's the Right Time."
What would be the best Van Halen wedding song?
Well,
Or
of course,
Van
it's-
Halen, like First Dance kind of song.
There's only one song.
First dance.
It's the right time.
So this is love.
Van Halen.
So this is love. Yeah, that's a good one.
One foot out the door.
Well, we both.
I go eruption
That's a good one.
all
yeah.
day long, man.
Sinner's swing.
I can remember 26 years ago we were at
Dirty movies.
the Worcester
Yeah,
Centrum.
dirty
and,
movies into
take it
eruption.
off.
Done.
Doing time.
Thank you. Have a great life.
When It's Love. We both got to enjoy When It's Love live with the
Fire in the hole.
Get up and make it work.
I do remember that in 1995 When It's Love.
Judgment Day.
It was good.
So you saw
DOA.
Van Halen together?
Yeah,
Out of
we
love
did.
again.
She bought me tickets in April 29th, I want to say, of 95 Balance tour. We got the whole we went with a radio station, so we had like
How cheesy would it be if your first dance song was "Feel Your Love Tonight"?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
What?
No, but I do remember, yeah, it was
The full bug.
Oh man, there's so many good ones.
All I want to
Pound
give
Cake.
you, woman, best part of a
Can't
man.
Stop
Yeah.
rimming you.
Best part of a man.
Wow. I opened myself up to that one.
Yeah,
Joe.
you did.
Now, when it's love. Well, I mean, the ballads on Balance were. I didn't care for the balance on the ballads on Balance, but when it's love,
could-
or some of
You
those
could do a
other
year to the day,
gotta
but
be
the
black and
ceremony's
blue,
only 3
dude.
hours long.
Yeah, it's got to be black and blue. Gotta be, slip and slide, push it in. Bitch sure got
Yeah.
the rhythm.
Mhm.
Sammy knew what it was all about. Yeah,
That's a wedding song.
In and out, spanked.
Oh man,
Yeah,
so
so
many,
many.
so many great songs. Yeah.
We're getting funny in the back of my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The dream is over.
No, if you guys want to come up to,
Be careful.
you guys are all welcome. If you want to pay for everything. Come on
No,
up and
dude.
come to the-
Here's the
to the wedding.
beauty of it. If you don't invite us, we don't have to send you a gift.
There you go.
Ah,
That's right.
When are you?
That's
What day is it on?
coming down.
Yeah, probably next summer is what we're looking at. So
Alamo Day.
Let's stream it. We'll go live.
probably not. Probably not going to do that. But
No. But
Well,
gotta
you
put-
could you could
gotta
stream
put
it, and then Johnny could have his lights changed if people want to make a donation.
there you go. Yeah.
Right.
As long as I get the cash, it's all good.
Well,
Oh well, there's going to be a problem there.
Ah.
Minus a
Takes a lot to put this
Nominal
show
fee.
on, so,
You got to
yeah.
set up a projector too. Have us on a big screen.
Yeah.
Look at yeah.
No wedding band
guys
or
are here.
DJ, just the audio of the show coming out.
Right? Talking shit about Mitch Malloy and all that.
We'll all just when you guys are ready to do your to leave, when everybody goes, all right, for the one more final time, Mr. and Mrs. John, bombadita, bombadita, bombadita.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go there, but
I think what we're trying to say is congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's what I hear. That's all. That's what I hear. So it's all good.
Yeah, if we
The
get
Reverend, I'd love to have the Reverend there.
Mitch Malloy performed the ceremony.
not
Yes.
Mitch Malloy, the Reverend Reverend Al would be great. But
Oh, you
Al,
invite
Al
him
if you want to come and host, officiate, what they call it, officiate.
aficionado.
Yeah,
Reverend
it
Al
says
can
already
officiate.
on Mitch Malloy's Instagram bio. It says
Asked to
was
marry
asked-
John Biel.
Was asked
Wow.
to officiate
That's his
John
second-
Biel's wedding.
Second claim to fame there. He was in Van Halen and he got to officiate our weddings.
No, he didn't do either of
he
those
declined.
things. He never did either of those things.
Don't
It's
tell
on,
Paul
it's
he
on
was
the
in
internet.
Van Halen.
Well,
That's
hold
what he
on.
says.
The
Come on,
latter of the two can be accomplished. Though.
Yeah,
Well-
one of those things could happen.
reach out to me, Mitch. We'll see what we can do.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
Come on.
Mitch is like, can I crash the wedding? Can I do it for free?
If Reverend Al came on, I don't know about Mitch, but who gave Mitch the title Reverend? Al's
No.
the real Reverend, right?
No, meaning he should do the
I mean, technically, I'm a minister.
officiate the wedding or something, right? Is that what he means?
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. I heard technically.
Anyone else?
I'm a
Anybody else
minister.
official?
Paul.
Like
I am.
I need to know this.
I am. I've been ordained since 96 or 97.
99?
wow.
99 now. Sorry, not 99.
We'll talk, Paul. We'll talk.
little earlier than that.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, have Paul do it. That'd be.
I was
awesome.
one of the
Oh, that would be
one of the early.
Hello, man. Are you kidding me?
I was one of the early adopters in that Universal Life Church thing.
And Paul would probably
Wow.
be professional as hell.
Yes,
Oh,
you would.
Paul would be great, man.
Right.
Yeah,
And he would
I
go
would-
into a Mitch Malloy rant during the
Oh,
ceremony.
man.
Friends,
Awesome.
I just want you all to know.
I would like to start the whole ceremony. I just walk up and I go, marriage.
You say, I've now pronounced you man and wife, and Mitch Malloy was never in bed.
Was never in Van Halen. And Epstein didn't kill himself.
Let me get on the record here.
No,
Wow.
we just started GoFundMe to get Paul to go to the wedding to do it.
Paul's got family in my
Let's
area.
just donate Johnny's lights for the next few weeks.
I'll take
Thank you, Johnny.
that.
There
I'll
you
take
go.
that donation. Sounds
I'm
good.
looking for my my certificate. I forget when it was.
Keep looking.
A long time ago.
Yeah, but once you're ordained, you cannot be
Yeah.
ordained, right?
I know, yeah.
Ordained.
So
No.
that's you.
I mean, unless I'm excommunicated, but that's not going to happen
Well-
anytime soon.
Oh, exactly. Well, maybe not after tonight's show.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
It could
Paul
happen.
to go, man. That'd be awesome.
Anything could happen.
Do you think your fiance would be cool with it?
I doubt it.
We'll talk off the air.
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah.
His balls are already.
Well, are you trying to say they're snipped?
No.
Again.
It's going to be a Catholic wedding. That's all I can say.
I'm Catholic.
Yeah, what are you
There
trying
you
to
go.
say? What's
You're
wrong?
ordained a Catholic minister?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't. Universal Life Church, I don't believe is a non-denominational.
ULC.
Hey, get Dane. He's already ordained.
Oh my!
Oh, I see what you did there.
Dad joke.
See what he did there?
That was
It's an awful dad joke.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Paul ordained.
Oh,
Paul ordained.
Wow.
Paul ordained.
Holy shit!
Jeez.
What do you think of the show
10:59.
tonight, everybody?
this
On
has been
that-
really.
If we
Pretty
could
hell
get
of a show.
Reverend Al, that would be great. Yeah.
I
That'd
think
be
at the end
cool.
of the day, it was an awesome show. Grant, killer fucking guest,
Grant was awesome.
and
Yeah, thanks for
John
joining us,
Biel.
Grant.
Thank you.
I mean,
Hey, look at the time
congratulations,
too.
man.
We're
This
right
is
there
awesome.
on time.
I think it's an awesome show.
I think it's about time to wrap it up too. It's all good.
It's the right time.
Perfect.
It's about time.
Wow.
Hey, look at that. Thank you.
Who are those bozos?
Actually, that
We
song
love
is
you
called
all.
"That's Why I
You're
Love
one
You."
of those bozos, Michael.
I know.
It's called That's Why I Love You.
Bozos.
Bozo.
That would be the funniest thing ever to say to Mitch. I love that song you wrote with Eddie. That's Why I Love You.
It's the best tune they ever released.
Dude,
They
you'll
ever-
be
they
there.
ever didn't release.
If you meet him, you gotta ask him that. You gotta say that.
Oh,
I'll reach out to him. See if he'll officiate. Who's this Nerd Halen guy?
Nerd.
Yeah, me and
Nerd Halen is a band that admits that they're paying tribute to the band as opposed to you, who was never in the band.
Yeah, we're
Wait.
we're picking up the torch. We're carrying.
Pick up
we're
the
going
torch.
on.
Yeah.
Is Fret Level Midnight Mitch Malloy? Is that what we're saying?
Caleb and I will be on a ship with him for quite a while.
Yeah, Mike. I got to be careful. The captain might have too much to drink and say something.
That'd be awesome.
I just want to say something.
Oh,
Michael, if you beat Mitch Malloy's ass, I'll pay your bail.
We want to see it live. You guys have,
So stream it. Somebody, Caleb, you stream it,
oh my god!
and I'll
Get
pay
the
to have
internet
him.
package on the
Swinging
cruise
him around
and
by the hair.
interviewing.
I'm
Malloy
not,
is the new
I'm
lead
not,
singer.
I'm not a. I
Nerd
used to
Halen.
box when I was younger. I'm no longer a violent man.
You should.
Okay.
Well,
Really?
you
You
need to.
couldn't
You
be
need to
pushed to that. You couldn't be like pushed into
just
it.
once. Consider it a wedding gift to John Biel.
If someone really got on your nerves, you know.
Yeah,
he
I
would fuck
put
him
their
up.
nose to the back of their skull. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's what I thought. That's
There
what I
you
thought.
All right.
Yeah.
End it, John Biel.
All right. Have a great week, everyone.
End it.
This was fun. Johnny's got to play some GTA.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Oh yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
Someone was afraid of a threat.
Yeah, that's a big no-no on YouTube.
Yeah, of course it is.
By the way, smash that thumbs up on tomorrow's video. You guys will see it.